Well,
we're here.
We're here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to St. Ansgar, Iowa, where your St. Ansgar Saints will be taking on Maquoketa Valley tonight. Maquoketa Valley travels about 2 hours to be here in what is the quarterfinal matchup. This is postseason football. This is November, and it's a beautiful night in November. Candle Genius here, not your average Joe Duke Scoop. We got a couple of helpers in here with us tonight. Thanks for being here, Hammer Time and Poncho. We're going to take a quick commercial break here, and we're going to come back here with the start of this one. So don't you dare go anywhere. 2 9-1 teams facing off. We'll be right back.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey.
To oh my word.
Oh my word.
Gophers!
Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today.
Today, a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Yeah.
Life's buzzing with energy. From the delightfully routine, to the novel and exciting, to the truly uncharted. With all that life brings, it's easy to lose track of what powers all those moments, our health. At Mercy One, our caring doctors focus on just that, powering health, from the everyday to the extraordinary. So you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Did you know the EJ has an app available to download in your app store for free? We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
Johnson Oil, we do a little bit of everything from home to tank. We can set your LP tanks, fill your refined fuel, monitor your tanks, fill your LP cylinders, and we can get whatever parts and service you need.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of commitment of excellence.
Cut! Hey guys, what's all the big production about?
We have a couple job openings that we're looking to fill, so we're making a commercial.
Just tell them you're going to pay them well. We're really pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement or whatever.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of paying you, being pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement, or whatever.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Getting vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Well, perfect. If you ever get the chance, I would go to the Broadmoor. You should do it. The Broadmoor, Colorado Springs' finest hotel, built by a crazy alcoholic with a glass eye. Such a big alcoholic that he... Are we live? Painted his glass eye to be...
We are live.
To be bloodshot. So there you go.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so we probably better just a little disclaimer. We're not talking about anybody we know. Here.
No, this is the owner of the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs, where I was this week, and this piece of paper that we're looking at. It's a very cool place. You ever get to go. You can see his glass eye. And the beautiful hotel that he built in Colorado Springs. But, more importantly, it's Saints TV time. It's football time here in St. Ansgar. Quarterfinals.
Well, real quick disclaimer here. We call our broadcast, it's more of a broadversation. And if you're tuning in right now, you understand what we're talking about. We need no further explanation. But Not Your Average Joe, we're going to kick it off with some keys to the game. Am I right here, fellas?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. So 9-1 Maquoketa Valley, the Wildcats of Maquoketa Valley, take on your St. Ansgar Saints here in St. Ansgar. 15 minutes to kick off. Key number 1, don't let them be 2D. Let me give you a little behind-the-scenes here look at how Saints TV production works. Joe comes up with some keys, emails them over to Travis, and he changes them in such a way that sometimes Joe doesn't know what they mean.
Make sure you have your own notes when you come to the
That's
show.
right. So I can be like, what did I say here again? And I like it. I like the change. Don't let them be 2D. So I think my version of that was make them one-dimensional.
Well, I was going to put one. That's too much. I don't have enough space to put one-dimensional.
Right.
And I thought if I put 1D, people would think of the boy band
that
One
we'd
Direction.
Have. Right.
So
R.I.P.
I had to change it to do 2D.
I hear you. I hear you. Yep. And here's what we mean by make them one-dimensional. So their stats are crazy good. You look across the board, they have scored at will. They're averaging over 40 points a game, 1,700 yards passing for junior quarterback Brady Wall. For almost 1,500 yards of rushing for sophomore running back, number 17, Rogan Height. So what I think the Saints' key to victory here, number 1, is this is a strength on strength, right? They've rushed for 1,500 yards on the year with their bell cow back. The Saints have not allowed rushing yards, period, right? They just haven't.
Yeah.
You have not seen this team allow other teams to run the ball on them. So I think that's what the Saints' focus tonight is going to be: shut down the run game, make them go to the air like they did to Wapsie Valley last week, especially in that second half. Wapsie Valley completely abandoned the run and just went pass, right? And they were effective, by the way. Threw it for 178 yards, I think.
Yep.
Wapsie Valley did. But that led to exactly 0 points.
It did.
Right?
It
That
did.
that was a matter of, well, we're going to give up that short pass, and we're going to give up a couple of first downs here, but we're going to find a way when we shrink that field, get into the red zone, we're going to find a way to keep you out. Because you don't have a running game, right? Because you're one-dimensional, we can do that. We can keep you out of the end zone. I think that might be what you see here tonight as well. So key number 1, key to victory for your Saints, make them one-dimensional, or don't let them be two-dimensional. Key number two kind of plays into that exact same thing, which is bend, don't break. Bend, don't break. So, right, we just exactly what we just talked about is they're gonna get their passing yards. They're gonna get those. My guess is we play a little zone defense here, and they're gonna have some crossing routes that are open early. And from a Saints perspective, that's okay. Give those up, shut down the run game, bend, but don't break. You get them down inside that red zone, turn them away just like they did last week. That will be key for Saints victory. Key number 2, bend, but don't break. Key number 3, war of attrition. I wondered where he would go with this one. My words were wear them out. All right, this will be a war of attrition. This Maquoketa Valley team has not played as many quality, defensive, physical, hitch-in-the-mouth style teams, and they're going to get one here tonight with the Saints. They have been the bully, for lack of a better term, right? They have been the more physical team in almost all of their games. Tonight, they're going to meet the Saints, who are going to match them physicality-wise, and that's going to be something very important that you're going to have the Saints go to here tonight, and I think will be a key in this game and something that's going to play out in the long term. I think the Saints need to be patient tonight, stick with that run game, and win with that physical play up front. And I think that is that's key number 3. Looks like that is. It'll play out in the fourth quarter. That's when you're going to see it play out. We saw it last week, right? Wapsie Valley did a pretty good job of containing Corbin Michaels. They definitely had a plan to, hey, we're going to shut down Corbin Michaels, and then Tyson Klein ran loose in the second half, right? Had 135 yards or something rushing. Tyson Klein did last week. I think we see something similar this week. What do you got over there? We're monitoring the chat. We appreciate all the all the comments and the help down there in the
Some
chat.
better than others, we'll say that. The chat line is open, and there are many who are finding that the chat line is open. We find that these games, the deeper we get in the playoffs, the more the chats light up. We ask everyone, hey, be respectful. We're going to call as fair a game as we can up here. Obviously, this is Saints TV. We see there's a radio broadcast going on. For Maquoketa Valley, right below us here. Pretty nice fellas, I'll say. You're welcome to mute us and listen to them if that's more your jam.
we are Saints TV, but we're going to give it our perspective, right? I think Eric already mentioned it. This is kind of a conversation. This is not ESPN. This is Saints TV, where we are going to kind of have a conversation based on what we see happening on the field, give our perspectives, obviously with the Saints slant, but we'll call it how we see it, and we're definitely going to give props where they are due. This is going to be a good football game. I just don't have any doubt about this. This comes down to a fourth quarter battle. Who has more juice, more gas left in the tank in the fourth quarter? And we're going to watch it all play out here in front of us. Only 8 teams left, right? Everybody's good. There are 8 teams left in this class.
Everybody is good.
So it's that time of year where you got to bring your A game. Mistakes will be key tonight as well. Will we see turnovers, penalties? Penalties have kind of been the Achilles heel for this Saints team that has played well all year long, with the exception of the penalties. And we had, I think, 4 offensive line penalties last week. Can't have that. Those are just unforced mental errors. Got to clean those up tonight. I know it was a focus for that coaching staff on our side of the football. Let's talk a little bit about Maquoketa Valley and what we might see out of them. First-year coach Andrew Christensen. I said this on my little pregame that I did there over noon today. Andrew Christensen. Why does that name sound familiar? Well, it's because when we did Nashua Plainfield games the last couple of years, it was Nashua Plainfield head coach Andrew
goodness. No
Christensen.
wonder.
Yeah. He was the head coach at Nashua, I believe, 2020 through 2023. So he had a stint there in Nashua before going to Maquoketa Valley. So these head coaches know each other pretty well, right?
Yeah.
In terms of style and what they might see. So let's talk about that style. 9-1 Maquoketa Valley, shotgun spread, and a little bit of I formation mixed in there. They are going to spread you out and throw it around. Here's what's really interesting. 64% of their offensive plays are run plays, 36% pass. But their yards are 45% passing, 55% rushing. So they're 2/3, 1/3, 2/3 run, but their yards are nearly 50-50. So they rely on the big passing play. They have blown teams out with big explosive plays. If you go back and watch some of those highlights this week, time and time again, especially last week at Nashua Plainfield, that game was 13-13 at half, was close into the fourth quarter.
We were watching that score throughout that game, and it looked close until halftime.
Exactly, and then Nashua Plainfield turned it over a couple of times, and they threw a couple of 60-yard bombs, and pretty quick they scored 19 points in the fourth quarter, and it's a blowout.
Can turn things in a hurry. You've been watching this Maquoketa Valley team all year, Joe. You've been talking about them. A little underappreciated in the rankings. I think they had a first week loss against
Cascade, which is I think a 1A team.
Yep,
a bigger class. Yep. Yeah, so they were under the radar, I would say, underappreciated by the ranking committee early in this season. They weren't ranked until I think the second to last set of rankings. Yeah, before they shut out 5 teams in a row and won by 35 minimum in those 5 games, and just crazy stuff like that kind of happened. They beat North Lynn in week 6, and that kind of was their statement win throughout the season. If you look strength of schedule wise, they played who the state's put in front of them, but their strength of schedule is 3rd or 4th from the bottom in Class A. So they haven't played the strength of schedule that the Saints have, who are about middle of the pack, by the way, strength of schedule wise in Class A. Depending on how you measure it, right? Bound measures it using their power ranking system. They put a strength of schedule together, and that's where I'm getting those numbers from. So, take it with a grain of salt. Some of those teams that are at the very top of the strength of schedule have been long and eliminated from the playoffs. So, how good? What did it matter for them to play a good strength of schedule? I'm not sure, but obviously something you gotta think about or you'll throw out there. But offensively, they're averaging 417 yards and 41 points a game. So they are the real deal offensively.
Those
Again,
are big numbers, Joe.
The
Big
biggest challenge I think the Saints have had in terms of facing an offensive team, probably since that West Hancock game. Defensively, they're only allowing 6 points a game. They run a 4-4 defense traditionally, as with most teams when they roll here into Saints territory. We'll probably see them run a 5-man front. I wouldn't be shocked at all if we see that change up here. Quarterback number 3, Brady Wall, 6'2" junior, 175 pounds, 1,700 yards passing, 17 touchdowns, and just 5 interceptions.
Wow. Those are good stats.
So he's efficient and can chuck that pigskin, as we say here on Saints TV.
Joe, what year is he?
He is just a junior.
Just a junior.
So this team is young. Their leading rusher, number 17, Height, Rogan Height, also 6'2", 175 pounds. He's got almost 1,500 yards rushing, 24 touchdowns, and a nearly 9-yard per carry average. At this time, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll keep it here, but we will bring you the national anthem and the presentation of the colors here in St. Ansgar.
The whole time?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I was trying to get the music out there.
Oh, my bad. I was getting the smartest guy you know, who is in the booth tonight, helping us out with some stats. How's that look? Does that look good? Yeah, that'll be good, he says. Got him a little spreadsheet going. We're going to be adding up some stats for us.
Big game. We thought we'd bring in the big guns.
Yeah. It's good to have the knowledge in the booth. So, anyway.
2 9-1 teams here about ready to face off. What a gorgeous night for high school football. 5-mile-an-hour northeast wind, 47 degrees here. Minute and a half to kick off. Let's get this thing started, gentlemen. Enough talk. Let's go play football.
A highly anticipated game between these two teams. Saints on the road last week in round 2 of the playoffs. So we played round 1 here at home, round 2 in Wapsie Valley, and then back at home for round 3. For those at home who don't understand that. Joe, you want to break that down?
Sure. So essentially, those first couple rounds go by your placement in your own district. So last week, the district winner got to host the district runner-up in most cases. And, of course, your Saints were the district runner-up. So that is why we were on the road last week. This week, they changed this. This is a recent change where this week's home team is determined by those top 10 IHSAA rankings. And your Saints are number 3, Maquoketa Valley's number 7. So the Saints get to host this one here at home. Basically, you get credit for that ranking, right, of strength of schedule, all that kind of stuff factored in. The human element of who are we going to give the home game to matters now in this one. So your officiating crew has the captains out doing the coin flip. Mike Johnson, Steve Hofert, James Prouty, Christopher Hofert, and Patrick Lincoln are your officials here tonight in St. Ansgar. Thank you, gentlemen. This group did the semifinals 2 years ago, I know, down in the Dome. So a good group of officials here. Happy to have them here tonight to see this one through. Looks like the coin flip is complete. Did anybody get an idea of who won?
It looks like Maquoketa Valley won and deferred.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not positive on that, but that's what I saw. Joel says yes.
All right. We anticipate the Saints will get the football to start here. A few butterflies, man. The announcer guy's a little nervous, right? This is you work. You see these kids work so hard, and I know they've put a ton of time and energy into this, and what a fun opportunity to go show off here tonight, and that's what these Saints are going to do. My last note I have is keep your head. This was a message from the coaches to the kids here tonight, is keep your head. A lot of emotions, right? This is a physical game. They have worked hard. These are two really good teams. It's going to be a hard-hitting, physical football game. Keep your head tonight here if you're a Saint, and be ready to go. A great one about to get underway.
What do you think, Pancho?
Pancho's got the headset. Pancho's not ready for this. Kicking Kimbasu on scoreboard tonight.
I think this is Doherty doing the kicking. Fielded by Michaels. Michaels slips one tackle across the 30 out to the 32-yard line where the Saints will have it. 1st and 10.
Dangerous guy to send your opening kickoff to.
No doubt about it. Thompson in on the tackle for the Wildcats. We've played the Warriors so often this season. I'm going to call them the Warriors. I apologize in advance. But we're going Wildcats here tonight from Maquoketa Valley. Handoff. I believe that's Klein. Tyson Klein. Nice gain on 1st down. Saints will take a 3.5-yard gain. It is Klein. Give him 4. 2nd and 6. Knipper in on the tackle for the Wildcats.
Got a few new bodies in here since we said it last time. This is Saints TV. Yes, we try to call a fair game, but obviously it's Saints TV. We do focus our efforts on making sure we get several camera angles as well as replays. You're about to see another one here of
Corbin
Michaels.
He gets 9 on 2nd and 6. 1st down, Saints. He almost broke that one. He was the shoelace away for going for 6 there. Good start from the Saints. They are imposing their will up front early. Long way to go in this one. They're a big line on the other side defensively. That Maquoketa Valley team's big up front, and they're quick. They show it there into the backfield. Loss of 1 on the play. Corbin Michaels was the ball carrier. 2nd and 11.
I had to listen to your call on that one, Joe, because both Corbin and Clevenger got up off the ground about the same time.
Yep.
I wasn't sure which one of those guys had it. Because the defense was there so fast, I couldn't even see who had that ball.
Yep. Good adjustment there from the defensive line. Chestnut in on the tackle from Maquoketa Valley. Pass, Schwiesau. Michaels, complete. 1st down, needs a block. Doesn't get it, but gets a 1st down across the 40.
Michaels slow to get up.
That was an awkward fall.
Yeah,
that was a really awkward fall. Really slow to get up.
Watch the replay here. Where is that knee, ankle, calf?
I I don't know.
It's lower leg there. I don't like the way.
I didn't like the way he went down.
That was an awkward way to go down. Not. He's under his own power, limping across the field there.
Nobody tougher than a Michaels. We know that, but can they get him back on the field is the question. Obviously, a huge turn of events early in this one.
Was there contact on him going down on that?
I think he looked to plant his foot and it like caught funny.
It kind of caught.
And then it just buckled under. I tell you what, we got your smartest guy you know up in the booth here, and I put up a little spreadsheet for him quick to keep stats in. And I just put the yards, the touchdowns, and all that. He's going in and plugging in formulas to auto-calculate stuff now, and he's just got the yards per carry.
Joel
going.
Carlson, so glad to have you up in the booth with us.
So lost because of the injury to Michaels. There was a beautiful play. Nice little screen pass to Michaels. He gets a first down. Schwiesau keeps. Nowhere to run. Going to lose yardage there. Good job staying home. It's Nathan Beats.
Yeah, defensively, we're seeing some really, really solid glimpses of defense here from Maquoketa Valley. Obviously, the Saints need to get Michaels back in this thing if they're going to play their style of game. We got a really strong running game. We've got a lot going on here, but without Michaels in there, that does change things.
Yeah, he is being attended to on the sideline. Sit down has a trainer working on that leg. Schwiesau, handoff. Connor Mullenbeck, touchdown Saints! Wow, what a play. 39-yard touchdown run by Connor Mullenbeck.
And that is not where we probably thought they were going, but isn't that the point of having all of these guys with all of this talent? Great job, Connor Mullenbeck, to take that one to the house.
Yeah, what a huge, huge play there with Corbin Michaels on the sideline due to an early injury. His replacement, number 7, the sophomore, number 7, the junior, Connor Mullenbeck, goes 39 yards to the house. Touchdown Saints, it's 6-0. Schwiesau on to attempt the extra point. Hall is your long snapper. Schatz is the holder. Gets it down, kick is up. It is no good. Wide right again there for the Saints. Kicker.
Saints have struggled on their extra points this season.
We have seen that down the stretch here, been just a touch off, and they look good. Good height, good kick. They're just a little wide, but what a huge play there. The Saints go the length of the field there, 70-yard drive. I don't know, 6-play, 7-play drive, 2 tackles for loss, but obviously the huge 39-yard touchdown run by Mullenbeck caps it off. Yeah. You see Michaels down there getting attention on the sideline.
That's what's live. Okay, so that's the broadcast. This is
39-yard touchdown run for Connor Mullenbeck.
Yeah, so Saints lead in this one after the first drive. Obviously, Maquoketa Valley, if you're just joining us, Maquoketa Valley wins the coin toss, chooses to defer. Saints take that opening possession down the field. Injury to Michaels along the way, but Connor Holy Moly Mullenbeck takes it to the house for, what'd you say, 39 yards?
39-yard touchdown run, yep. So, obviously we know what Michaels does for this team offensively. I can tell you he's just as important defensively. Mm-hmm. So that's a huge loss for the Saints if they can't get him back out there on that field. Schwiesau kicks it down to the 15-yard line. Little stutter move by the returner, makes a man miss, does not go out of bounds, and all the way across midfield, across the 40. Touchdown saving tackle. I thought he went out of bounds. He had to be darn close. Good job. Polito makes the touchdown saving tackle. The returner there is number 5, Cash Hunt. Nice return, sets Maquoketa Valley up. This is what they do. Big plays. Big one there after the Saints score early. Let's see if the Wildcats can answer. They're going to run this spread option shotgun offense. Kind of fun to watch. High-powered offense here. A lot of movement. They're going to throw it early here. Incomplete, off the fingertips of the intended receiver Intorf.
Yeah, that ball just coming in a little high for him.
Yeah, I thought he had a shot at it.
I did too. He certainly was open.
We got a little help here on the magic talking computer box in my pocket. So we have a name pronunciation correction we'll get to. Thank you, Blake. Appreciate it. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Hand off. There you go. There's that make them one-dimensional thing we discussed. They're going to try to run it with height. Nothing doing. Give him one. 3rd and 9. Hansen in on the tackle.
So after the incomplete pass on 1st down and the 1-yard run on the 2nd, we have a 3rd and 9 here. And that's following the excellent kickoff return to put them in great field position. Are we in 4-down territory, Joe?
Yes, sir. They sure are. You're going to watch this crossing pattern here, something over the middle. Instead, he's going to bring it down and run. 1st down. Look at the speed there out of quarterback Brady Wall, the junior.
He's got speed.
Gets the 1st down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, there he is scrambling, getting out of the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, seeing nothing, and getting the yardage they need.
Had the receivers pretty well covered up, the Saints defense did there. Just watching Michaels down on the sideline, still unable to put any amount of serious weight on that ankle, just as an update for you.
Looks like they're getting the tape out.
Meanwhile, Wall back in that shotgun, 4 receivers here.
Empty set, quick screen.
Knipper, 1st down. Nice gain by Dylan Knipper. We thought we might see this, right? Both offenses kind of moving the ball at will.
Defense playing a little off there. Quarterback recognizes it. Get the ball out quick, and a good gain for the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats.
And that's what that quarterback run does for you, right? It opens that up. You got to respect that run. They were kind of eyes in the backfield there, and he went ahead and beat him with his arm. Handoff, middle, nowhere. Grogan height. Small gain, short gain, give him one. 2nd and goal from the 9. I didn't see who was in on the tackle. Anybody catch anything there? Or we're going to go with the host of Saints.
A host of Saints on the tackle. I saw Height go down and kind of awkwardly also. It seemed like he had a body go on his leg, but he got up just fine on that one. I did not see who it was, Joe.
Thank you. Wall puts a man in motion. That's Heidi that he puts in motion. Looking that way. No receivers open. He's going to... No flag on the play. Thought we might get an intentional grounding there and in the grasp. I think you'd call that in the NFL. Not in high school football. You can chuck that pigskin, throw it away. He does just that. Makes it 3rd and goal. Good job there by the Saints defensive end.
Great pursuit.
Believe that was Paulson.
Let's get a number, shall we? I don't know, 56, is that a number for you, Joe?
58 would be a number.
58, maybe?
Yeah, I think that was 58, Weston Paulson. Big play here early, 3rd down and goal. Pursued there.
There it is.
Pick it off. Intercepted. Is that Dylan Brum? You bet it is. Dylan Brum picks Wall off right outside the goal line. What a huge play early in this one. The turnover battle.
You know, that pressure on the quarterback is key in that one. You could kind of see that one coming while the ball was in the air. And, of course, with Dylan Brum, as quick as he is, got great hands, too.
That's
Saints turnover number 1. And we thought we might see some turnovers in this one. No surprises to see it here early.
So Brum comes up with the interception, but credit Chase Haugen because he created the pressure that created that.
Made him get rid of it early.
You got it. Shreesow keeps. Scan keeps his feet.
Oh, good block there by Klein, too.
Schwiesow drags 3 defenders out near the 25-yard line. First down, Saints.
He traveled a long way to get that first down. Great play, great awareness, great.
Way to bounce it outside there, and good job by Klein, who was supposed to could have got the pitch on that option play, but he recognizes Schwiesow is going to bounce it outside there, and then turns around and blocks the guy and seals that edge for him. That was a great move.
Watch 66 here. Nathan Bites. He's the best player on this team, in my opinion. Plays kind of in that middle defensive tackle spot, almost a nose guard, and he helps make the tackle there, but a gain of 3 for Klein. 3, nearly 4 there for Klein. We're officially going to give him 3, and it's 2nd and 7. 6:20 to go in the first quarter.
Thanks, Deanna Rustad. One eye on the Saints game and one eye on UNI volleyball.
Good way to spend a Friday night.
I'm not so great at multitasking.
Tyson Klein, first down, Saints. The Saints are moving humans up front here. That offensive line playing great early. After the turnover inside the 10-yard line for Maquoketa Valley, the Saints have it out across the 35. Leading 6-0.
Oh, nice.
Handoff.
Boy, oh boy, they are moving them, aren't they?
That is Connor Mullenbeck. Gain of 10 and another Saints first down.
You know, the running styles of these athletes, they're so very different, right? Where Klein comes in, he's kind of a bruiser, right? He just pushes people around, sneaks his way through. And then you got holy moly Mullenbeck coming in there, and he's a slithers. I don't know if he's more cat-like or more snake-like, but it's just a very different look, a very different feel.
Yep.
And it's got to be hard to figure out how to take these guys down.
The guy goes 0 to 60 faster than anybody I've ever seen, and that's what he's using there, and just keeps those legs a-churning. Even there, on a play that didn't look great from the beginning, The Saints get 2 out of that, right? And we talked about this throughout the season of that offensive line push is getting you that. Looks like he's hit right away, and instead, it's a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, the offensive line of these Saints is looking so good this year. Like I said, they're moving the ball in ways. I'm sorry, they're moving the defense in ways that it looks like the ball's not moving at all, and we're in this case here, we pick up a couple yards.
Bites in on the tackle there again. Schwiesow hands it off to Klein. Yeah, Klein. Klein's got it. I was second guessing myself there. Which back had it? Man, they're good at hiding that thing.
They sure are. Brian Pierce reaching out. Hi, guys.
Brian Pierce. Hello, Brian Pierce. Football official extraordinaire. He can help us with any officiant comments there in the chat. We appreciate you. Set us straight if we need it. Not that we'll ever need it, because we're always right up here.
We are.
3rd and 2 for the Saints across midfield. Quarterback keep. Schwiesow.
Oh,
First down. Schwiesow. Inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, my.
Great run by Jay Schwiesow there. Nothing special, right?
No, we needed 2. We expected 3. We pick up 30?
What do we get,
what is
Joel?
that number,
30?
Joel?
30. Give him 30. Schwiesow gets 30 on the 3rd and 2. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, and this Saints offense is cooking. Out of wishbone. Schwiesow. Handoff, middle. I think that one went to Clevenger. Tried something different there.
And with the offense of this Maquoketa Valley team, there's no lead that feels comfortable.
No,
we
sir.
know that they can throw the ball downfield.
No, sir. They are going to need to score on nearly every possession. But, boy, if you can go up 2 scores early in the first quarter, that makes you feel better. But, yeah, agree. These guys can score at will.
Picture that.
I know what it is.
Oh, good. I don't need a picture of it.
Wishbone. Handoff.
Oh, wow.
Tyson Klein.
Slicing and dicing through that line.
Klein gets 7. Makes it 3rd and short. Good job to those big fellas up front. We don't talk enough about them. They don't want to be talked about, but we're talking about them tonight. Jackson Vroom, number 75. Braden Halverson on that right side. Do a great job on that play. Dylan Hansen's your center, and then Beeson and Heeman on the left side of the line tonight. Mullen back in for Corbin Michaels, who was injured on the third play of the game. This is a handoff. Tyson Klein, touchdown Saints.
Joe, we got to go for 2 here, don't we?
Have to. I believe we will see a 2-point attempt here as the Saints punch it in with a 7-yard touchdown run from Tyson Klein. Tyson Klein gets the Saints their second score of the night. It's 12-0.
Saints are coming out hammering tonight. You mentioned already this Maquoketa Valley team allows an average of
6 points a game.
6 points a game. This is not a game they're used to playing.
The Saints will go for 2 here. Handoff. Klein forces his way into the end zone. He was hit in the backfield, would not go down. 2-point conversion is good. It's 14-0 Saints. Tyson Klein does it all on that drive. Gets the touchdown run, gets the 2-point conversion. And the Saints offense is clicking early here after they pick off Wall inside the 5. They march down the field in short order, I might add.
Yes, indeed. If you are just joining us, we got a whole slew of new members to this stream. Again, only 4 Class A games going on in the state, all happening right now. Maquoketa Valley wins the toss. Defers. Saints take the ball across the field, score a touchdown, miss the extra point on their first possession. Maquoketa Valley moves the ball downfield after an excellent kickoff return, only to turn the ball over deep on the St. Ansgar side of the field, and St. Ansgar just moves the ball at will across the field, converts the 2-point conversion, and the score is now 14-0.
Your stat of the first quarter, with 2:33 to go in the first quarter, the Saints have 141 rushing yards. 141 rushing yards in the first 10 minutes of play. Wow. Thank you, statistician Joel back there. Doing a great job for the Saints here tonight as well, helping us bring you this great game. Kick it off from Shuisao, takes a bounce inside the 10-yard line. More room to run again on the return across the 30. Better job that time by the Saints kick coverage team.
Man, he's so fast. Who was that?
He is quick. I don't know who that was. Cash Hunt again. Was it number 5?
Well,
he is their main returner, but they had a couple of guys back at that time.
Yeah, it was
a heck of a return. Like you said, he's got that acceleration thing going on for him too.
So impressed, so impressed. And the Saints did a great job of, like you said, getting them corralled early this time.
Corbin Michaels up on his feet on the sideline after being injured on that third play on offense. He got his ankle taped up, and looks like he might try to go. Back to pass is Wall, complete over the middle of the Knipper. Knipper takes a big hit from Seth Schatz, but gets the first down, hangs onto the football.
We talked earlier about how deceptive the Saints' running game is when it looks like they're gaining nothing and they're gaining a few yards because of the push of the offensive line. In this case, with that shotgun, that looked like a 20-yard completion, ends up being, what was it, 11 or 12,
right,
something like that.
Yep, you got it. So we thought this might happen, right, where the offenses for both teams kind of moving the ball. This short passing game's been super effective here. They're going to try to get it to Height outside. They have not been able to run the ball at all. I think they've got 3 rushes for about 2 yards. So instead they get it in his hands. That's one of their playmakers. Let's get it in his hands with that quick pass. He gains 6. Nice execution there.
Thank you, Steve Pope, for chiming in. Dewey Roads, we're looking for 2,000, so tell your friends.
Let's get there.
Let's get there.
Second and a long 4 or a short 5, depending on your perspective, right? Which team you're rooting for here. Wall, all kinds of time, finds a receiver. That's Holtz with the reception. Another first down. Big gain there. They're finding that soft spot in the zone. I think the Saints defensive line's going to have to get some pressure here, and we may have to cook up a blitz or two.
Yeah,
as they need to create some pressure on Wall so he can't survey the field. He found his fourth receiver there, had all kinds of time to do it, and it's really hard to cover that many guys downfield.
Well, when we get down here, the field gets a little shorter. Add that pressure, and that's where we got the turnover last time. We can't count on that every time, though. There's a nice play.
Weston Paulson and Dylan Hansen combine for the sack there, or the tackle for loss, depending on if he had decided he was running it at that point or not. Either way, negative play there generated by the Saints defensive line. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Great job by the defense, because if those guys don't get there, that thing's picking up another 15 yards.
Yeah. Saints TV asks for pressure. Saints TV gets pressure.
They're tuning
They're
in.
listening.
What can you say?
I mean,
you see the coaches with their headsets down there? They're not talking to each other. They're listening to the broadcast.
That's right. 2nd and 12. Wall puts height in motion. Gonna just keep it. Run straight up the middle. Saints were ready for that one. No gain on the play. Joe Clevenger.
58.
Weston Paulson.
Weston Paulson was there first.
Neither one of them fooled. They saw that one coming. Corbin Michaels getting loose on the sideline. He's running on that leg now. This is your Corbin Michaels update again. If you're just joining us, he was injured in that first drive for the Saints. We have not seen him since. That will do it in the first quarter. The Wildcats are going to let the clock expire. What a quarter for the Saints. They lead at 14-0.
And here at the end of the first quarter, this is when the Saints TV T-shirt cannon comes out. These cheerleaders, I think they're throwing some extra goodies here tonight as well, so we're going to keep an eye on these ladies and see how they're going to handle this. We got some Iowa High School Athletic Association gray shirts. Look at them go. There it is. There is the Saints TV T-shirt cannon, sponsored by St. Ansgar State Bank. Lock and load, ladies. Let's see how this thing goes. Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they got it. They got it.
They
got
got
it
it.
cooking. But getting the pressure right on that thing is sometimes
Here we
a
go.
challenge.
Here we go.
Come on.
Ready?
Gotta go.
Fire!
Oh,
Yeah.
Did that one go over the top? I don't even know.
I don't think so. I think that was well placed.
Got a lucky fan out there with a new Saints TV T-shirt.
3rd and 11 for the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats here. Probably 4th down territory here, so they don't need it all. Especially trailing 14-0. Pressure, gets it out to Height, who's tackled short of the line to gain by Dylan Brum. In fact, just a 4-yard gain on the play.
Yeah,
what a great tackle.
It's so deceptively short because of the depth of the quarterback in the shotgun formation.
So it's 4th and 6 here. We'll get our scoreboard fixed. I don't know why it says we got a little error there. We'll get that fixed for you. But it is 4th and 6. I sent a message out to my people, so they'll be fixing that. Yeah,
you got people on
I
that.
got
That's
people
smart.
on that. I got people on that. Here we go, 4th and 6. Early in the second quarter. Height in motion. Wall looking down to this bottom of your screen. Finds a receiver, and it's caught. First down. Caught by number 2, Anderson Holtz.
A heck of a catch by Holtz on that one, and that one keeps the drive going here for Maquoketa Valley. The Wildcats.
Dylan Brum gambled there, maybe? Does it look like on the coverage? Was he going to try to tip that thing away? Yeah, I think he did. I think he thought he had a shot at either knocking that thing away or even picking it off. He thought it might be sailing over his head. Instead, it's complete. 1st and 10, Maquoketa Valley at the 14.
Untouchable Music Man, thanks for chiming in. Corbin Michaels seems to be getting all warmed up on the sidelines again. Ooh, that's a
Height
play.
into the end zone for a touchdown. So pass, right? And then we'll hit you with that. They do just that. 14-yard touchdown run for Rogan Height. Gets the Wildcats on the board.
You talked earlier about keeping this team one-dimensional, and it's interesting that the one-dimensionalness of all of those passes, the success of that one-dimensional passing game, did open up the run in that instance.
So it is 14-6, pending the extra point here. Kicks up, and it is good. So the extra point is good.
And with that,
go ahead.
With that, Joe, your St. Ansgar Saints are leading 14-7. We have 10 minutes and 42 seconds remaining here in the first half of this one. If you're just joining us, Maquoketa Valley will receive the opening kickoff in the second half. They won the toss, deferred. Corbin Michaels' quick update seems to be moving pretty good on the sideline, so we might just get a chance to see that kid in this game tonight.
The Saints are missing him more on defense right now than they are on offense.
I think so, too. Yeah, offensively,
obviously they'll take him on offense, too, but yeah.
Well, we would.
I think some of those underneath routes would be covered up by him, and it's just, next guy up, and obviously they're doing the best job that they can, but I think they're missing Corbin there. About to get him back, if I had to guess, from the way he's running up and down that sideline.
And if you're going to put him in gingerly or not at 100%, you probably throw him in on defense.
Agree.
The way the offense is cooking without him.
Oh, we said this was going to be a good one. Boy, they have delivered through a quarter and a minute here.
No punts yet. Saints score on both of their possessions. Maquoketa Valley turns it over their first possession, scores a touchdown their second.
Turns it over at the goal line, or this is tie game, right?
Yeah,
that turnover was huge.
We're seeing a lot of yards tonight. We expected we would.
Yeah, and you probably see some of a new feature here on St. Steve. We're going to try to bring you some stats on the screen live. That ball goes out of bounds. So that will set it up at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 after the procedure penalty for kicking out of bounds. So the Saints will have it 1st and 10 at the 35.
Smart play by the Saints to just let that one go.
Play on the play, the kick goes out of bounds. The 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line.
Thanks, Morgan Hermanson, for chiming in. We're doing the best we can to call a fair game. Obviously, this is Saints TV, but we want to bring you the best broadcast that we can. So thanks for chiming into this one.
A great offensive drive there for the Wildcats. Let's see if the Saints can answer. One passing play for the Saints. Otherwise, it's been keep the ball on the ground. They do just that. Short gain on 1st down for Mullenback. Makes it 2nd and 9.
Saints contributor Night Owl, Carson Sparrow chiming in. Stats on the bottom look great, you guys, he says.
I love it. Although we say that and they're gone.
I'm updating that.
It's because they're getting new ones.
Carson, it's your imagination that's really looking great.
2nd and 9. Hand off. Not much doing there on 2nd and 9. I think we'll make it 3rd and 8. Tyson Klein carries there for a yard. So good adjustment by the Wildcats there defensively. They have closed some of those holes up front. After the Saints really feasted on that inside run the first 2 drives. Maquoketa Valley pretty stout on those first 2 plays of this drive. So we're going to run the pistol at him here. Schwiesau pass. Complete.
Right.
Connor Mullenback takes the ball near midfield.
Mullenback looking good. Coming in here, playing really, really strong when his team needs him. 1st down.
Needed 8, got 12. Mullenback secures the catch for the 1st down for the Saints at the 49-yard line. And that's what's different about this team is that ability to convert those 3rd and longs. Done it all year. They do it here tonight. Pre-snap penalty on the Saints. We talked about this in pregame. The Saints have got to eliminate these kind of mental mistakes. Pre-snap. That'll cost them 5. I think that is other than the kicking out of bounds penalty, that's the first penalty of the game. All right, so we now have 1 penalty on each team, technically, I guess. One of them a procedure penalty for a kickoff out of bounds. 1st and 15.
I feel like we saw some interesting penalties last week, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, and point of emphasis, I looked it up this week. Long pass, Dylan Brum interfered with. Is going to be the call.
Hopefully we got a sideline cam that maybe capture what happened on that one. I was kind of following the ball, and nobody was even close to it.
In turf on coverage.
Okay, he just at the end of that, he just really put us down. Best high school scream I've ever seen.
Believe they do. Going to call pass interference on the defense.
Well,
so that is not a spot foul in high school. That is a 15-yard penalty. And how many yards did the Saints need for a first down? 15.
Well, that's another way, I guess. That's one way to get a first down.
So if you marked off the 5 appropriately and you marked off the 15 appropriately, Brian Pierce, that's a first down, right?
And it's not here. Are you suggesting, Joe, that
it's
not a first down?
I'm suggesting they need to measure. I don't understand why they need to measure.
Oh, got it. Oh, sure.
Because there was no play run on first down, right?
Sure.
So they moved it back 5,
yep.
and then they just moved it up 15.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Either way, it's first down.
If they award it, then they measured it well.
See, they measured it well. You got it. I guess I was confused about the reason to
Brian
measure.
Pierce would probably tell you, too, like, hey, you know what? Sometimes a referee wants to go out there and prove that he's doing a good job.
That he marked it appropriately. And he did just that. First down, Saints here across midfield now on the penalty. That's a big penalty.
That's a tough penalty if you're a Maquoketa Valley player or fan.
Agree. Mullenbeck, nowhere to go. Again, whatever adjustment they've made up front is really working. The Saints are going to have to do something different here. And I guess that something different has been the pass, right, which has been effective on this drive.
Yeah, Mullenbeck hits a host of his own dudes on that one because they just weren't able to move that defense.
No push there. Yep. So let's see if we can't get that offensive line back to push again here. Better that time. Pass, complete, shots, breaks a tackle. Seth Shots inside the 5, out of bounds, 1st and goal Saints. What a play. Great pass there from Schwiesau to Shots. That's a 35-yard gain, and the Saints will have it 1st and 10.
Great job, Shots. Was it Shots that had the false start earlier? I feel like it was, and he just needed to go make up for it.
This is redemption? Is that what you're saying? I like it.
Seth, I apologize. If it wasn't you did walk back to the sideline looking a little guilty after the penalty. So I'm calling you on that, and great job making up for it.
1st and goal Saints at the 3-yard line. How about a Tyson Klein touchdown run here?
Well, he's been your guy.
Tyson Klein, touchdown Saints.
And he makes it look so easy. What is he, the third guy through?
Yeah. Great big hole there by Hansen, Halverson, and Vroom. They totally wipe out the right side of the line. And Tyson Klein punches it in from 3. It's 27 Saints.
Great job, St. Andrews Saints. Great job, Tyson Klein. All of it made possible with that great passing play from Schwiesau to number 9, Seth Shots.
Schwiesau on to kick the extra point.
Time to get hot on these extra points right now.
Good
Starting
time.
right now. Let's do it. Oh, we're
Fake.
not even going to play that
Pass, complete, 2-point conversion, good. What a beautiful play by the Saints.
That was fantastic.
Clevenger brings it in. It sweeps out of Clevenger for 2 on a pretty fake.
Did he flex his muscles after that? What was he doing there? Maybe just adjusting his pads.
I imagine just adjusting his pads.
While his biceps busted to and fro.
22-7. Saints lead at 7:51 to go in the first half.
We got sideline cam focused on.
We were waiting for a kick.
I thought something. That's what we were looking for. Got it. They even fooled the sideline cam.
They fooled the sideline cam. Watch this play. Just a thing of beauty. Clevenger sneaks out into the back of the end zone. The 2-point conversion's good. And the Saints extend that lead. I think we might have a few points here tonight, gentlemen. Both
Buckle up,
teams.
Buttercup.
We thought it might be, and we talked about defensively this Maquoketa Valley team is very, very good defensively. Obviously,
and so are the Saints.
Are used to scoring some points, and yet we come in and we say, well, I think we're going to see a lot of points here tonight, guys.
Yeah. I kept looking through the stats saying, my brain tells me that there's going to be a lot of offense tonight, but the numbers tell me there shouldn't be much. And it shows you who you play in high school football matters, right? On both sides, both ways. Kick rolls down, is fallen on by a Wildcat at the 24-yard line where they'll have it 1st and 10.
That's
nice
number one. Nothing to do there, but just don't. Let's not risk anything. Let's get a knee down on this thing. Let's get our offense out here and possibly, definitely, like we expected, they're going to move the ball down the field. Defensively, how will St. Ansgar respond to the way they've been moving this ball, Joe?
Candle Genius called it. Number 2. Corbin Michaels back on the field. You said it, probably don't need him on offense, but maybe we'll see him on defense. You're exactly right. Corbin Michaels back on the field after that leg injury on the 3rd play of the game.
So
He's
that's
back.
the adjustment you're talking about. Get Michaels out there.
Get Michaels out there. Pass complete to Doherty. 1st down. Short of the 1st down. I thought he was... That whole depth perception thing in my rapidly advancing age... Sometimes, fools you. 2nd and 3, or second and 3 after a gain of 7 on 1st down. This Wall kid is impressive. The Maquoketa Valley quarterback, who's just a junior, 6'2", 175 pounds, and he can sling it. Definitely a good quarterback.
His guys can get open. He can see him, right? It just takes one guy getting open. He seems to find him.
And in high school football, really hard to cover up 3 or 4 guys downfield. It's just hard to do. You don't have to do it very often in Class A football, and when you got somebody who can run it effectively, it's hard to stop just like that. Again, that crossing pattern to Doherty gets the 1st down for the Wildcats.
Twice in a row now, Doherty's got the ball?
That's correct.
For how many yards was that one?
That one was from the 35 to about 6.
And then how much was the first one?
Must have been 5, right? Because wasn't it? Was it 1 yard past the 50-yard marker?
First one was 7 or 8. Yep.
So 8 and a 5.
There you go.
8 and a 5.
All right.
I like that. We'll take that.
We're going with that.
Wall, everybody spread out again. 5 receivers out there. Pressured, throws it up, and it is intercepted. Dylan Brum with his 2nd interception of the night, and the Saints take it away again.
That was... Again, you saw the pressure coming on the quarterback. You see him throw it up. He trusts his guys. Defensively, we see 2 red jerseys there where that ball's about to land. Dylan Brum comes down with his 2nd interception of the evening.
That's
early
8 on
in
the
this
season.
one.
8 on the season for Dylan Brum.
What do we got here? We got a flag on the field. But that came in late, really late.
And it's on that sideline.
Yep. I don't know if that's
the sideline warning on the coaches / players. Yep, sideline warning. Essentially what happens there is if an official is trying to make an adjustment on the sideline and bumps into somebody,
right?
It's just a warning the first time. Now, but they throw it the first time because if it happens again, then there will be a penalty assessed.
Basically saying, I shouldn't be looking out for you. You should be looking out for me.
Correct. Tyson Klein, short gain. Good pursuit by the linebacking core. For the Wildcats, gain of 2 for Klein. What a huge night for Dylan Brum. Has 2 interceptions, takes him to 8 on the season. I don't know who created the pressure there. Hopefully you saw it on the replay. I missed it. But again, then Dylan will be the first one to tell you, hey, those interceptions are created by that guy in his face that's forcing him to throw that football before he's ready to. Wall only has 5 interceptions on the season. Coming into tonight, has 2 in the first half. Schwiesau, pass, complete. That far sideline, that's Mullenback, out of bounds.
That appears to be the identical play we saw earlier where Mullenback got the first down. He's almost kind of swinging back. The throw's coming in low. He finds himself a 1st down.
So take it from the 41 to the Wildcat 45. Let's call it a 14-yard gain for Mullenback, who has 2 catches tonight, and I think you're right on, 2 identical plays. Great job by the Saints coaching staff there on that play call. Love it. Klein breaks a tackle, spins loose, and turns a loss of 2 into a gain of 2. Wow, what a run there And great defense again by Maquoketa Valley. Beats ends up making the tackle way over there on the sideline from the center of the defensive line to the sideline. Shows you how he can move. They had him for a loss, sniffed out. The defense sniffed that play out. They saw that thing coming. Klein does a great job of turning a loss into a gain there, and it's 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol. Schwiesau, quick pass out to Schatz. Complete. Not much in terms of yardage, but a completed pass there gets the Saints 2 more. Makes it 3rd and 6. It's almost a running play, right? It's just a quick hit. We're going to hitch out here and see if Schatz can't make somebody miss. Instead, a good tackle by the Wildcats. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and their pursuit there down the middle, obviously you want to get the ball outside, get you guys a little bit of room, but again, pursuit outside, really, really good too.
So need a gain here. You can go for this on 4th down if it's 4th and 3 or 4, but you probably can't if you lose yardage here. So I think we'll see a play call that leads to something like that.
It looks like a false start attempt.
Yeah, Schwiesau is going to try to get him to jump. They do not, so the Saints take a timeout.
I don't mean the false start, of course, but the way you see Schwiesau and they're just barking like, all right, I think we're looking for something different here.
Good discipline by the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats. They stay on sides. Saints take their first time out.
Tice Russ said, I saw some images of you today. It looked like you weren't in St. Ansgar. Well, I don't know where it was. I'm not really good at the social media stuff.
It looked like he wasn't in North Iowa,
the
though.
sand looked different than Iowa sand. I'll say that. Tice, thanks for chiming in, man. Orange Beach, Alabama. That's the answer. It's Alabama sand.
Alabama sand. And that's the beauty of this, right? If you want to be here, can't be here tonight, well, there you go. You can tune in. Check out all the live action. Support your Saints from wherever you are.
A lot of people wanted to be here tonight. A lot of people showed up from the Maquoketa Valley side. Let's take a look at that. Those stands over there.
Impressed with their crew who traveled 2 hours and 15 minutes to get here by car.
Depending on how fast they drive.
Here's your interesting stat of the week. What we learned about Maquoketa Valley is it's nowhere near Maquoketa.
Yeah, we kind of made the assumption early on that it was. And that was not right.
Schwiesau pass. Has Dylan Brum open. Dylan Brum tips it to himself.
Wow.
And he stakes it away.
Unbelievable. Wow. That ball could have gone to either one of those guys.
I think they intercepted it, but
Dylan
Brum just wrestled it away from him.
Dylan Brum took it back. Yeah, they took it from each other multiple times on the play.
Oh, let's back that up.
Brum is awarded with the catch.
Oh, my goodness.
First he tips it, right? Tips
right
it to
there.
himself.
Tips it to himself. I think he had it the whole time. And they're just wrestling there, hanging on each other's arm. Then he just rips it away right there.
So heads-up play to avoid the interception by tipping it, right, out of the hands of the opposing defense.
Handoff middle.
Of course, tipping it to
Clevenger.
Himself puts it in the hands of the other defender, and then it's just a wrestling match. Great job. Brum is having a night, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Good play call there by the Saints coaching staff. I know it's a 4-yard gain and doesn't look like much, but the Saints do something different there. Run a whole bunch of direction. Looks like we're going right with it, but they hand it off to Clevenger, who takes it straight up the middle for 4 yards. That's the first positive inside run for the Saints in quite some time, and it's all credit to the play call there and a little bit of misdirection, trying to open some things up inside as Maquoketa Valley is trying to shut down that inside run. Handoff, middle, Clevenger.
And how important is the clock right now, Joe? We know that this Maquoketa Valley team can move the ball across the field fast. We're getting into the waning moments of the second half, but with over 3 minutes remaining, you score too quick, you're going to give them a chance to score as well. So managing the clock on this is about as important as managing your ball control and finding your way to get into the end zone.
Yep, I think you'll see the Saints take as much time as they can here off the clock. Need a first down here first, 3rd and 1. The ball is at the 7-yard line here. Guesses you'll get another Tyson Klein run here. Schwiesau keeps.
Schwiesau.
Schwiesau into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
That was a beautifully designed play. My goodness, what a great play.
The entire Wildcat defensive line is tackling Clevenger, and Schwiesau just goes around that B gap and into the end zone for a 7-yard touchdown run. The Saints go up 34-7.
Now, I'm going to ask you to guess what's probably anybody's guess. Are we going for 1 or 2 here?
28-7. Like, wait a minute. So I think you will
we'll take it.
A 2-point conversion play. I waited until that could see the formation.
You saw the formation, you rascal, Joe.
Schwiesau hands it off to Klein, who is in for the 2-point conversion. Now it's 30-7 Saints.
Another deceptive play. I thought he was short, but that offensive line moved.
Dives in.
Everybody, he finds his way across the line of across the goal line.
The Saints offense is cooking here tonight. They lead it 30-7. Dylan Brum has 2 interceptions, has a huge reception to keep the drive alive there. It's Dylan Brum night here in St. Ansgar.
It really is, and there's Dylan Hansen, who's played a role in all of this as well, putting on some quarterback pressure to make some of those interceptions possible. Great job, Saints. Hey, right there, take a look. Zach, of all trades, wearing his racing stripes. He got his lucky racing stripes on tonight.
That senior group is Zach. There's 2 Dylans, Zach, Jace, Petey, Carlson, Etal. They've earned this. They want to keep playing. You can tell this group is like, we're not ready to be done. We want to keep this thing going. Got to keep your foot on the gas. You mentioned it before that touchdown, 2:52. Just as well be 15 minutes from Maquoketa Valley, the way they move the football. And in high school, of course, with every first down, the clock stops.
Hey, at halftime, by the way, guys, a major announcement from Milkhouse Candles. You're going to want to check it out. At the half, major announcement from Milkhouse Candles. Don't touch the dial when we get there. That is
another
offsides.
Milkhouse Candles, well, they already canceled the winter sale event. So, I mean.
Joe, don't spoil it, man. Don't spoil it.
Sorry.
They canceled the fall
event. The fall.
They did cancel the fall event a couple months ago. Not enough
but
inventory.
But you think there's a special
just stick around for the announcement. You're only a couple minutes away.
I don't know if I can wait. But I'll try. The Saints back up 5 yards, and we'll try again.
By the way, also special surprise, Duke. Did you get that image? At some point we'll put it up. Now's not the time, but there is a 2024 Saints jersey up for grabs. If you've been listening to the commercial section and you see the little QR code, Give Butter is how the Saints TV actually. We do this for free. None of us get paid to do this, but all the donations go back to the school. We use Give Butter as a platform. That's what that QR code is. We'll talk about that in a bit.
Maquoketa Valley spins out across the 35-yard line. That is number 40, Stone. McCoy Stone Jr., the nice return there, sets Maquoketa Valley up across the 30-yard line. We'll see where they officially spot this thing. At the 37.
Number 5 is limping pretty good coming off the field after that play.
And he's had a couple explosive returns there. Number 5 does. So here we go. Maquoketa Valley back to work offensively, trailing 30-7 here. Handoff, middle, height, gain of 3. And Saints will take that as the clock continues to run near 2.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Sheila Adams may have seen the sneak peek of the announcement by Milkhouse Candles. Sheila, don't tell
Sheila.
Don't tell Sheila. We're almost there.
Hey, good news. Guess who's in on that tackle for the Saints?
You know what? I got a feeling just knowing how that tackle came in. Was it maybe number 2?
It was number 2, Corbin Michaels. Back on the field again defensively. Injured early in this one, has not played offensively since, has played defensively. They got him taped up and back on the field. Middle again.
Wow.
Huge hit in the middle. Gain of 2. They're trying to reestablish that run. Who is that? Tyson Klein, the missile in the middle there. My goodness.
Well, number 2 came in awful hard on that one.
Michael's there as well. Makes it 3rd and 5. And now 1:45 to go in this first half. Kind of a strange series of play calls for the Wildcats here to end the first half.
I feel like it's a let's lull these guys asleep with some runs and then let's go throw big.
And we'll see something big here. We get a whistle and a timeout, Maquoketa Valley. So they let the clock run down to 1:33 to go there in this first half. 3rd and 5. They know they can score fast. I guess they're not worried about it.
Do we have that jersey pick, Duke?
We'll
get there.
But we can talk about it, right? We have a really cool, authentic, game-worn number 24 Saints jersey to symbolize the 2024 year.
2024 year. You
All
got
the
it.
seniors signed it,
The
right?
seniors signed it. Here's the scoop. This jersey is up for grabs. We use Give Butter. The Saints fans know what Give Butter is. Right, sorry, Maquoketa Valley. This probably, well, you know what it could be for you if you're really interested in. But the top butter giver, and 100% of the proceeds go back to the school. Scan that QR code. The top butter giver between now and Wednesday is going to win this jersey. As a matter of fact, you know what? We'll throw in a Saints TV cap and a Saints TV T-shirt to go with it. What do you say,
Awesome.
Joe?
I love it. I love it.
Little big.
You can have one of those. 3rd and 5. Wall pass out to number 10, complete up near the first down. Going to be very, very close, depending on how it's marked. It is marked across the line to gain first down Wildcats. That is Intorf on the reception there. Needed 5, got 6. First down Wildcats.
And as out of bounds, clock stop. No, clock runs
As soon as they set those
the sticks.
Yep, you got it. As soon as they set that ball ready for play, the clock starts. Long time to get the play call in here. If you're a Wildcat fan, you're screaming at the TV right now, or your phone or iPad.
Maybe your significant other.
Maybe. They burn another 20 seconds off the clock before they get that play off. Wall chased by Haugen. He gets away. Clevenger forces him out of bounds after a short gain. Does get out of bounds to stop the clock, but 56 seconds to go in this one in the first half. The ball will be across midfield at the 49-yard line.
Saints need to maintain good coverage on that because these guys, they know how to score quickly. And even with under a minute remaining, these guys at nearly half field or at midfield, that's plenty of time for them to do what they want to do. Of course, the Saints with 2 picks already, they don't want to do that again either.
Yep. So you can see maybe Wall is kind of second-guessing some of that, right, where he didn't just chuck it there. He's looking for an open receiver, cannot find one, pulls it down and runs with it after nearly taking a huge sack. Whistles before the snap. I think that's timeout Maquoketa Valley. That is their second timeout. They have just one remaining. I think they were afraid they weren't going to get that snap off. The play clock was almost to 0, and we've seen a really quick whistle on the play clock this year. So Maquoketa Valley burns a timeout instead of risking getting that 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, can't afford that.
There you go. Look at that.
There's that jersey. All right, so this is the jersey. It is a game-worn jersey. Of course, this is a close-up on it. We had to kind of fold it up to get our picture here before the broadcast. But this is all of the Saints seniors' signatures. So here's the scoop, folks. This jersey might be full of state champion senior signatures.
It could be.
This jersey might have NFL MVP signatures on it one day.
You never know. Hall of
just
Fame NFL guys. You never know.
You don't know what these signatures are. But the top butter giver between today and next Wednesday will win this. So we'll announce that winner Wednesday evening. Let's do that Wednesday evening.
Scan that QR code right in the bottom left, give there, and you'll have a chance to win it. The biggest giver wins that jersey and some other cool swag. Pass from Wall deep.
Oh man, that is
too deep. Intended for Doherty. Mullenbeck in there on coverage.
I saw a red jersey in there, probably in better position to catch that than the white jersey. So I was thinking to myself, are we going to do this again?
The zip on that ball is impressive.
He's got an arm.
He has an arm. He threw that thing in the air 35 yards.
Both cameras on both end zones just like went out of focus.
Because he's too fast.
He's too fast.
Too fast.
3rd and 7, 50 seconds to go in the second quarter. Wall's going to chuck that pigskin. Or at least I think he will.
And they're going to want to eat some. They don't want to leave the ball with the Saints here. That's
almost an incredible catch by Intorf. Instead, it's incomplete. And now what do you do? What do you do here, Candles Genius? Are you going to
gotta
you
punt
can't
it,
you
don't
can't give
you?
the Saints the ball at
You can't.
midfield with
You
46
cannot.
seconds to
the
go.
The Saints will attempt to score here. I think if you punt it and get it downfield a little bit, the Saints don't want to turn anything over, do anything silly. They're probably just kind of
They'll take a knee and go to half.
Take a knee, go to half. I think, personally, you got to punt it.
Let's see what happens here. The punter, the not often used punter, is number 50, and he is not on the field. So let's see if they're going to fake this thing, try to get the Saints to jump here. Got to be disciplined. They are going to snap it, and they are going to be incomplete.
Wow.
Tyson Klein with a huge hit on Knipper. Incomplete pass. Saints will have it at midfield.
Is that Knipper, number 20 on the field?
Number 20 is down after the hit there.
So he
did not see that. Thank you for the heads up.
Yeah, he's not moving much, right? So we're going to give him a chance. We're going to take the camera off of him. Hopefully he's okay. Coaches come out.
That was a big hit.
Yep, big hit there.
Hate to see that too.
Yeah, and it was it's a legal hit. It's a football play. You still hate to see it though. So the Saints will huddle up here. Both teams go to their sidelines as the trainer and coaching staff attends to Knipper.
Hey, while you do that, put that jersey up here one more time, will you, Duke? And let's just explain a little bit why we're waiting until Wednesday. You know, we could have done this just tonight, but obviously there's fans out in the stands tonight watching their own kids, their own grandkids play. We want to give them a chance to get this jersey. Obviously, we know they'd be very interested in that. We also got folks at home. But you know what? I don't scan it. What is that QR code? What does that mean, right? So obviously we'll take checks as well, and the slide will come up here a little bit later. It's Saints TV, P.O. Box 371, St. Ansgar 50472. I guess is the zip code here, or just simply log on saintstv.com and you'll find it there. The chance to give butter, and again. We do this because we love it. None of us here get paid. 100% of the donations that we receive go right back to the school. The stream is free to watch, always be free to watch, but it unfortunately isn't free to produce, so we appreciate your donations. Number 20 is up and walking.
Yeah, under his own power off to the sideline, so that's good to see. Yeah, I think an awesome opportunity out there in Saints TV land to help support these student athletes and what happens here in St. Ansgar. If you can give, please consider doing that. And we're kind of cool, got something kind of cool to give out tonight to that biggest giver here over the next 4 or 5 days.
Thank you, Coach Devin Sweesaw, for putting that together, by the way. I reached out to him. We did this last year, by the way. It was Dylan Hansen's folks actually took that 23 jersey home.
Awesome. Maybe they want a 24 and want a matching set.
We got a lot of butter givers here already tonight, so I'm just kind of checking that. Thank you for those who have donated already.
Sweet
we are going
South.
deep.
We're going for it.
Wide open.
From open.
Oh, wow.
Through the fingertips. Wow. That was going to be 6, just a bit overthrown. The Saints take a chance there after getting the ball in midfield after Maquoketa Valley turns it over. That would be what you call the dagger had that one gone through.
Just out of reach for Brum. I thought maybe he tripped or something, but no, he dove for that thing. Just couldn't quite get underneath it. As a reminder, these Wildcats will receive the kickoff at the beginning of the second half. So Saints, of course, would love to score and extend the lead here.
36 seconds to go in the first half. Let's see what the Saints do here out of this pistol formation. Going to hand off that time.
Nothing doing.
Loss of 1 on the play for Clevenger, and that, my guess is, will do it in the first half. Let's see what the Saints do here. Obviously, the way Maquoketa Valley has moved the ball, you know this thing's not over, and the Saints coaching staff is kind of considering all that stuff of. But you also don't want to do anything silly here with a turnover and a touchdown going the wrong way. So the Saints decide they're just going to eat the football, and they will go to half. The first half dominated by your Saints. They lead it 30-7 after 2 quarters here in St. Ansgar.
Great job. Thank you, Rich Brum. I see you reached out with a nice donation to give butter to donate to Saints TV. 100% of that donation goes back to the school. And after that donation, you're giving people a run for their money if they want this jersey. So thank you very, very much, sir. We appreciate that. Hey, don't go anywhere. This is the moment. We've been talking about the big announcement for Milk House Candles. This is the time. We'll be back after this with stats, Roll that slide, man. Let's do it.
Roll it, roll it, roll it.
I believe in Milkhouse. Milkhouse has put the roof over my head. I raised my family to burn natural soy candles. My daughter, she burns brown butter pumpkin every day after school. And 2 months ago, we announced our fall warehouse sale was not happening. When she got home that day, her heart was broken. I could do nothing to cheer her up. She couldn't even weep because of the pain. But I wept. I went to inventory, and they said we had not enough extra stock for a sale. I went to marketing. They were too busy planning our next year's new collections. I said to my wife, for justice, we must go to the Candle Genius.
Why don't you go to marketing? Why don't you come to me first?
What do you want from me? I will do anything, but do what I beg you to do.
What is that? That I cannot do. You worked for me for a very long time. And I can't remember the last time you invited me to a pizza party in the break room. Or brought me a coffee mug with a clever saying on the side. You've made a lot of good friends here. You don't need a friend like me. You never even thought to call me Candle Genius. But on the day of my niece's JV volleyball match, you come to me and you ask for a favor.
I ask you for justice.
What did I do to deserve your disrespect? If you come to me in friendship, I'd have candles on the production line this very day. And what if by chance an honorable man such as yourself could score a stack of brown butter pumpkin candles at a winter warehouse event? Then your daughter would respect you.
Be my friend. Candle Genius.
Good. One day, and that day may never come, will call upon me for a favor. And until then, consider this a gift on the day that my niece is to play her JV volleyball game.
Grazie. Grazie.
Put Janet on this. We need reliable people. People who aren't going to be carried away.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes today.
Today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Life's buzzing with energy. From the delightfully routine, to the novel and exciting, to the truly uncharted. With all that life brings, it's easy to lose track of what powers all those moments, our health. At Mercy One, our caring doctors focus on just that, powering health, from the everyday to the extraordinary. So you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
The EJ has an app available to download in your App Store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
Johnson Oil, we do a little bit of everything from home to tank. We can set your LP tanks, fill your refined fuel, monitor your tanks, fill your LP cylinders, and we can get whatever parts and service you need.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you know, you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of commitment of excellence.
Cut. Hey guys, what's all the big production about?
We have a couple job openings that we're looking to fill, so we're making a commercial.
Just tell them you're going to pay them well. We're really pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement or whatever.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of paying you, being pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement, or whatever.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Getting vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Welcome back, everybody. We just saw a little ritual there that I like to call Saints beat up Saints, but this is part of getting warmed up here as we prepare for the second half. Not Your Average Joe, I think, probably has some first half stats to share with us. Joe, what do you got?
I do. Here, a couple of key stats here for the Saints. Jay Suisau, 6 of 7 passing, 110 yards. The Saints have 164 yards of rushing. Give them 274 yards of offense in that first half. St. Ansgar moved it up and down the field. For Maquoketa Valley, they have 75 yards passing. Brady Wall, 75 yards passing, 2 interceptions. Only had 5 on the season coming in. It's Dylan Brum night here in St. Ansgar. Dylan Brum has 2 interceptions and a 25-yard reception, a game-changing 25-yard reception, and the Saints lead it 30-7 here at the half. A couple of stats, or a couple of scores from around the state for you Class A football fans out there. West Hancock in the third quarter leads Woodbury Central 30-8. So West Hancock looks like they are on their way back to the Dome. Tri-Center Neola is beating number 2 ACGC 20-14 just before half at last update, and Madrid leads Lisbon at the half 13-7. So both Tri-Center and Madrid would both be, at least by rankings, upsets, right? And that would definitely change the composure or the look of the semifinals here next week in the Dome. So a long way to go here in St. Ansgar, obviously 30-7. This Maquoketa Valley team gets the second half kickoff, and they have a very potent offense and can score very, very quickly. So the Saints will not rest on this 30-7 lead. No lead is safe against this offense from what we've seen. Maquoketa Valley moved it up and down the field as well. They turned the ball over twice, and you can't do that in playoff football. Dylan Brum picks one off inside the 5 as Maquoketa Valley was going in to answer the Saints' first score. So that, that's and of course, 6 plays later, the Saints punch it in at the other end. So that's a 14-point flip right there. Without that, obviously, this game's a one-score game, and Maquoketa Valley has the football. So what a huge interception early there, and then Brum gets another one later in the second quarter. Both of those interceptions, got to give some credit to the defensive line, who was applying pressure. Every time we've seen Wall pressured, he's made some mistakes, right? He's either overthrown it or he's thrown it to our guys when we've got some pressure on him. So I think we'll continue to see that here in the second half. I would guess we will see more pressure from this Saints defense. In terms of defense for Maquoketa Valley, they made some adjustments in that second quarter as well against our run game, forced the Saints to go to the air. Shweisau makes them pay when we did go to the air, but they definitely did a good job of kind of changing things up with that run game. One key injury here in this one, number 2, Corbin Michaels, injured on the third play or fourth play of the game. On offense, has not played an offensive snap since. He has been out there on defense. Looks like some kind of a lower leg injury. They got him taped up and sent him back out there, but he has not played offensively in this one.
We talked about Dylan Brum and his 2 interceptions, and if you missed it late in the second quarter, it looked like Dylan Brum also intercepted a pass to Dylan Brum. That was quite a play by Brum to come away with that one. Ultimately leads to another Saints touchdown. Speaking of, I don't know what we're speaking of, but you know what? Let's speak about something very, very important here. Third quarter, Saints TV. What happens third quarter, Saints TV, Joe?
We bring in broadcaster extraordinaire, Slammin' Sammy P.
Slammin' Sammy P, welcome to the broadcast.
Hey, Sammy, how many babies have you seen in your life? I've probably seen like 100.
Where is this coming from?
I don't know.
That's not the
usual question.
I think that's the point.
For some of our new viewers and listeners, Sammy, what grade are you in?
6th grade.
Sammy is a 6th grader here, joining us here for the third quarter. Shweisau kicks it off. Maquoketa Valley, who's been dangerous in the return game, does it again. Just they're slippery. They got that spin move figured out. This is number 40, Stone, on the return. Sets up Maquoketa Valley 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Sammy, how have you been keeping?
I've been keeping very well.
That is the question that you were prepared to answer, wasn't it, Sammy?
So Duke usually asks that question, but since Duke went off script tonight, which he likes to do, I thought I'd better go back on for you. I didn't want to throw you off.
I'll respond to that question. I think I've probably seen around, if you're talking about just randomly in public, I've probably seen around 200 babies.
200? I was going to say like 100 for me.
You see a bunch of Disney World. So
what's the
that's
time frame?
Like in your life?
Yeah.
Oh, that's insanely low.
Is it really 100?
200?
Babies?
How many? List them off, Eric. How many have you seen?
Well, I can't name them, but I mean, I went to daycare when my kids were there, and there's a lot of babies in there.
That's fair.
I've lived longer than you, Sammy.
For height on first down, looks like Maquoketa Valley's going to come out and try to establish that run game. Outside of the touchdown run, height, I think he had 14 on that run, had 8 on all the other carries combined.
Oh, that's good defense.
It's been a night, but we cannot take the foot off the gas because these guys know how to score.
Yes, sir.
And I'm guessing we haven't seen the whole playbook yet.
Yeah, I would bet you are correct. That is a reception by, is that Inhofe?
Samuel, what's your take? Have the Saints shown their entire playbook this season? What do you think?
Well, I mean, I saw them running that trick field goal play in practice, so that's definitely one off the bingo card.
That was fun.
So I think that they've shown most of it, but I'm still waiting for a double pass.
That was Intorf on the reception, makes it 3rd and 1. Double pass is the prediction from Sammy in the second half. Let's see one. Quarterback keep.
Wow.
Nothing doing.
Dylan Hansen grabs a hold of Wall and throws him back. That's going to make it 4th down.
What a heads-up play by the defense there. Recognize that.
This is definitely an improvement from last year's game. Holy cow.
4th and short. They're going to go here out of the eye. QB keep.
I don't think he got it.
It's going to be very close. Going to come down to the spot here.
They're going to have to measure. I'm looking at those line judges, and
I think he's got it by the nose of the football based on the spot.
Feels like the spot is favorable for a 1st down.
Wall gets up slowly at the bottom of that pile.
No need to even mention it.
1st down, Maquoketa Valley. Wall takes a beating on that one. He gets up slow out of the bottom of that pile.
What do you think,
You don't want your
fellas?
quarterback doing that very often when he's 6'2", 160 pounds.
It's probably not smart.
I don't know. That's a pretty. I don't know. Did he get there? It's
close.
Very.
By the hair of his chinny chin chin.
I think he probably got there. I'm not sure it was a non-measure.
Well, he did get there because they have a 1st down.
Yeah, I guess you're
Oh.
right. Good move
What a
by
move.
Height.
What a move.
He
Gets to
gets
the edge.
outside where he can use his speed.
Breaks another tackle.
He is forced out of bounds by Dylan Brum, but not till he gets across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. Maquoketa Valley 1st down.
Aye.
Well, we thought maybe Maquoketa Valley would move the ball, and they have done that. Bend but don't break was key number 2 tonight, Sammy, and that has been the story of the night. The Saints defense has bent, but they have not broken.
How many red zone trips do they have? 3? Only
3
1 touchdown?
and 1 touchdown. That is correct, sir.
That's pretty solid red zone D.
Pitch outside to Height.
He looked like he was about to throw it for a second.
Tackle for loss there by a host of Saints. I got a Mullenback back there.
A Clevenger.
I see a Clevenger. I see a Schatz. All combined for the tackle. Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13.
I love Clevenger. He's so animated. He got up from that tackle and he's just punching air, and he's just like, yeah, let's go.
The young man's watched a lot of football in his
He's
16
seen some
years.
football.
Head coach Drew Clevenger's son, Joe. Number 12 out there on the field. Number 1 in your hearts.
20's back on the field. That's after the heck of a hit.
Yeah, did he just have the wind knocked out of him, you think?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hogan with a huge
sack. Almost bit on the pump, but then he just stayed back, and their quarterback is...
Yeah, Wall is tired of getting hit already, I can tell you that. He has taken a beating tonight. As
Smothered
the
back there.
Saints apply pressure. Huge loss on the play. Loss of 14, I don't know, something like that, 13 or 14 on the play.
3rd and 23.
Makes it 3rd and 23.
He's a good quarterback. He's quick. He's got good eyes. He can get out of situations like that. That one just came too fast and too hard for him to do anything about.
That fake pitch.
Yep.
He's just going to throw
More-
the screen right over him.
More pressure. Incomplete pass. The Saints heads up, get on it just in case. You can always let the official tell you now is an incomplete pass. Good job by Michaels to go get on it to make sure. And it's 4th and forever. And Maquoketa Valley's going to punt.
I love to see the hustle by the Saints on that one. Joe, you're right. How many teams just give up on this? Oh, I looked like a forward pass. But if you don't hear a whistle, just go.
Just go. Yep. We can always tell you later. So the first punt by either team tonight, Maquoketa Valley's Africa on to punt it away.
See a block right here.
You nearly did.
Heeman almost got there.
On to the 20, inside the 20, going to roll down to about the 16-yard line where it's down by a Wildcat. The Saints will have it for their first possession here of the second half. 8:01 to go in the third quarter. The Saints with a 30-7 lead.
Do you think we'll see Corbin on offense?
I do not anticipate we will see number 2 mostly because I can see him still on the sideline.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
We did predict it earlier, though.
Yeah.
Sammy. We have pretty
Candle Genius called that one immediately when he got up and started running. He's like, he's going to play defense and not offense.
And honestly, let's be honest. The offense was doing just fine without him.
Yeah.
They didn't need him. It was the defense that was allowing the ball to move. Like, if you're going to put this guy in for halftime, make it the defensive half of the game.
Saints starting the wishbone. Handoff, Klein. Short gain. Good. Again, hats off to the Maquoketa Valley defense. After that first quarter where the Saints just ran that play for 7 yards after 7 yards after 39 yards over and over and over again, they've made an adjustment, and the Saints have, on their last 10 carries, have about 8 yards on that play.
And I was watching this defense get in the huddle after the punt, and they just look gassed, right? But they're obviously playing really well right now defensively, stopping things that earlier in the game they weren't. So gassed or not, they're playing like they still got the juice.
Yep.
Sammy, you mind just backing up just a little bit so I can see where we're going? Just a little.
That one's up.
Middle handoff again. Clevenger.
You can lean on it if you want. It was you were just in front of the screen. So
gain of 2 for Clevenger makes it 3rd and 6.
So, I think pass here.
I think pass here. Maybe that quick little screen again or throwback here. How about double pass?
Double pass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we could get crazy. I don't mind it. Dylan Brum has the play. He's running it in.
I'd say the more passes per play, the better.
All right.
You're not willing to settle for a double pass, Duke?
Nope. 4, 5, maybe even 6 if you can get it in.
The Saints taking the play clock under 10 on each play here now. Handoff there.
Stuffed.
That one went nowhere.
Maybe even a loss of yardage.
No gain for Klein. And the Saints will punt it away for the first time tonight.
Shreesaw was booting that ball in practice, so we might see a big punt right here.
So after no punts in the first half, the second half starts with back-to-back punts. 3 and out for the Saints.
Field position battle here now.
Yeah, and the Wildcats
exactly what the Saints want, to be honest.
For sure. The Saints flip the field here. Or excuse me, the Wildcats are going to flip the field here. They're going to go pin the Saints deep, force that punt away, and they'll likely start in Saints territory. And they forced the Saints to take a timeout after the punt team wasn't all out there. Had to run a guy out late, only had 10 men on the field. Haven't punted in a while, to be fair.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a fake punt. What is it, 4th and 6?
4th and 6?
Yeah. We already faked an extra point.
Okay.
Hey, Joe, what's the time on the official scoreboard?
The official scoreboard is 5 minutes, 52 seconds.
Oh, I think someone's letting the clock run.
Oh, my. I'll talk to my people.
Maybe it's an internet lockup. That happens sometimes. You get a lot of people around here.
Let's see. I texted my people. My people are pulling their phone out of their pocket now. So the clock will be right very soon. For now, just know it stopped with 5:52 on it. We are going to punt it away.
Oh, good punt.
Schwiesau gets a great punt off. Fair catch signaled for. Great job there by Schwiesau to get a good punt, and a good job by Intorf to bring that thing in with that fair catch. And this announcer, guys, happy to be wrong. The ball is across the 50-yard line on the other side. 42-yard line, 1st and 10 Maquoketa Valley.
So really, you can kind of erase those last 2 possessions. We kind of just taken over here from where we were. 2 teams punt in a row. Kind of reset here for the second half of this one. The play clock, 5:52, 5:40. That's not too far off.
No, it's right. We just time warped. We just went back in time a minute. Maquoketa Valley still has the football.
Backup quarterback in.
Backup quarterback is in. Great eyes out of Slam and Sammy P. So Wall is out of this game. The backup quarterback is in for Maquoketa Valley, and we're going to get a whole lot of height now. They're going to have to hand it off and try to find some effectiveness. That's Trevor Grimm, the backup.
I think he may be coming back. He looks okay over there. Kind of maybe taking some snaps, doing some throwing.
Bathroom break?
They're working on him over there, maybe? Do we get a little tape?
It looks like they're working on him. His helmet's on. I saw him kind of hustle over to the ball, pick it up, so he may be back.
After Haugen sacked him, I saw him grab his hand, I think.
Yeah, he looked
banged up.
A little banged up. Yep. We see him over there throwing, so he's trying to get loose, whatever's going on there. The backup, Grimm.
Deep launches.
He can throw it, too, it turns
out.
out.
What a pass,
Complete
what a catch.
Touchdown, Wildcats. Wow, Doherty with a huge touchdown reception. 57-yard touchdown from the backup quarterback, and it's 30-13.
We might not see Wall come back in if he throws a ball like that.
As fast as he is, maybe he comes in as a receiver. That was one heck of a play. Student section going crazy over there right now.
Still 30-13.
Long way to go in this one, but that's exactly what Maquoketa Valley needed to try to get back into this thing. This is what they've done all year long, is teams stay close or teams are in games, and then they go throw 3 60-yard passes in the second half and blow teams out. So that's what they're going to need tonight to try to get back in this one. They are going to go for 2 here. Again, the backup quarterback in there, Trevor Grimm.
He has tipped Corbin Michaels with an excellent defensive play.
Michaels knocks it away. 2-point conversion's no good. It is 30-13.
Good call, Slammin' Sammy.
So
With
good
that
angle of it here.
Little Mitchell County math, Slammin' Sammy with the score being 30-13. 17-point differential. How many possessions, how many scores would that take for Maquoketa Valley to take the lead in this one?
Trace.
Multilingual even. I think that is German. Santiago. 4:56 to go in the third quarter, and the Wildcats strike on a backup quarterback 57-yard touchdown pass to Doherty. And we have ourselves a ball game. 30-13. Saints lead it here. Let's see how they respond to that punch in the mouth.
I think Grimm's going to stay in.
Do we see number 3 out there on defense? It might be a clue. He did play quite a bit of defense. He's pretty good defensively also.
Still, on the sideline.
Is he still chucking that pigskin over there, or is he...
He's walking.
Walking, thank you.
By the Gatorade.
Oh, there, you have it. I should have been looking at the screen. You have it all zoomed in. I should have known.
Just got in.
Excellent camera work here.
I don't get paid for this, by the way, so...
We'll send it down to the production truck, and they'll get us a...
good boot.
Is that me?
Mullenback.
Yeah, that's you.
Takes the return. He's going to go right up the middle.
Oh, wow.
Connor Mullenback. Blake's free.
Oh,
Connor
my goodness, Mullen.
Turn on the Jets.
He's got some speed behind him.
And he will score.
He's doing it.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Saints. Connor Mullenback runs the kickoff back for 6.
Holy moly.
What a way to respond for the Saints.
Look at this.
Heck of a game right there.
Patience, waits for the blockers to set up, finds a hole, turns on the Jets. Our cameraman wasn't even ready for it. There he gets back on it, and he is not going to be caught today. What a score for the Saints. That is a heartbreaker for the Wildcats. You march down, and you get that big play, and you score, and then you give up that. Oh, that's got to be tough.
We just talked about the mathematics of the Wildcats winning this thing. It takes 3 touchdowns to our 0, and what do the Saints do? They make it 4 immediately within seconds.
Going for 2 here?
Klein handoff. He's gotten the last 2. So
All right, out of the pistol. What do we do here?
No.
We pass
Fade. Good hands from Shots.
Seth Shots with a 2-point conversion. Swish out of Shots. And it is 38-13 Saints.
It feels like these Saints have said enough attempting 1-pointers. Let's go for 2. This game is way too important. Have we failed any of our 2-point conversions yet? Knock on wood. That's huge point swings, guys.
You know, Eric, you said it early in the season that maybe we're keeping some of those 2-point plays in our pocket. I think you might have been right, because we've seen 3 different ones tonight, all of them wildly effective. One of them on a fake, we lined up for the PAT and faked it.
I thought that was just a bad snap.
I think everybody did. I think that's the point, Slam.
I mean, that's...
And Clevenger was so
true.
open on that play.
Yeah.
Like no one saw that coming.
Holy cow.
The only bad news is we had to show it early, and hopefully we got a couple more football games to deal here yet.
Well, at this rate, the Saints are cruising. Looking pretty good for them to move on here if they can keep this up.
Yeah, great night. This team has been hungry, right? We talked about it after that week 3 loss to West Hancock. They have played great football since last week's game at Wapsie Valley. Probably their biggest test.
What'd you feed them tonight, Joe?
Well, we fed them hamburgers tonight.
Hamburgers.
So the sophomore parents got to do a little feed bag here beforehand, and we fed them pretty well. So I will take as much credit as you're willing to give me for cooking the cheeseburgers.
Well, thanks for only giving them half portions, Joe, because they look hungry out there.
They stayed hungry. They've stayed hungry.
What'd you do? Promise them the other half if they get a win tonight?
Yep, exactly. That kickoff goes out of bounds, so the Wildcats will start with it at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, while they're getting the play up there, let's take a look at some of the things that got us to where we are. Here's a touchdown earlier by the Wildcats. Number 17, that is Height. And here, that long pass down to Shots that set us up for a touchdown. That was a great play there.
Wall back in at quarterback for the Wildcats.
My call was wrong. I think we're going to see a heck of a lot passing here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, you talk about being one-dimensional.
Ball's on the ground. Wall gets it picked up and just chucks it out of bounds to avoid a huge loss on the sack. Clevenger in pursuit. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, more than just a huge loss on the potential sack, but if his hand is hurting, he doesn't want to be hitting the ground any harder than he needs to either.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, he's not interested in having Joe Clevenger tackle him again.
No.
Sheila Adams wants you to check your email, Eric.
Yes, thank you, Sheila Adams. I will check my email when I get a chance here.
So Wall is back in at quarterback after the backup comes in and throws a 57-yard touchdown pass. Slam and Sammy didn't think we'd get the quarterback back, but they do. Incomplete. I'm not sure he's 100%. I'm not sure Sammy's not right that we shouldn't put the old backup in because he hadn't. You could just tell there's something hand going on there.
Yeah.
And he fumbled the first snap. That one he clearly didn't have and just short-armed it.
I think it's something with his wrist because his motion wasn't complete.
So let me ask you, Sammy. I mean, you've seen a lot of football. You got high football IQ. The pass, what was it, 50, how many yards from the backup quarterback for a touchdown? Was the pass, tell me how much of that was, hey, the backup quarterback is really talented. How much of that was the Saints didn't ever figure the backup quarterback was going to throw that ball and maybe didn't defend it the way they would have had number 3 been in there? What's your take on that?
Well, he threw a perfect ball, so. Oh, wow.
Brought down in the backfield. Nothing doing. Derek Heeman.
Why the power of
Huge
Grayskull.
loss on 3rd and 10 to make it 4th and 15.
Ripped his jersey on the flex on that one after he took the quarterback down.
Saints pressure wreaking havoc on the Maquoketa Valley offense tonight, and Maquoketa Valley is going to punt it away.
Hey, guys, is this Sawyer Field?
No, sir, that's an Osage.
This is
Sawyer Field's an Osage.
Oh, well, and what a clap back here by Jake DeLee. Sawyer Field doesn't get used in November.
Wow.
Oofta. Shots fired on
great
Saints TV.
Great punt that takes a Wildcat roll inside the 25-yard line, out of bounds at the 24 where the Saints will have it, leading 38-13.
For those in Maquoketa Valley or around the state listening to us, Sawyer Field is the place where our biggest rivals, cross-county Osage Green Devils, intense rivalry every year. We play them, and that was quite the fun.
Apparently the fans are having some fun with it in the
Apparently
chat.
the fans are having fun throwing our
all in good
rivals under
fun.
the bus.
All in good fun.
All in good fun.
I think we'll just run this 3rd quarter clock out.
We played the Green Devils' first game of the season this year.
If you're a Saints fan here, getting that clock running and keeping it moving.
Keeps it.
He might have other ideas. What a block from Klein.
Tyson Klein with a huge block. Shweesau with a 50-yard gain. 1st and 10 Saints.
That was number 20 again.
So, Sammy, you said before that play the Saints might just run the clock out. When you say run the clock out, you mean run for 50 yards the clock out? Because that was an impressive run.
By the way, give him 44 officially.
See that block by Klein
46.
right there. Oh.
Yeah. Tyson Klein came to hit tonight. This senior group, hats off to them tonight. They have played great. Dylan Brum, Tyson Klein,
right
Jay Shweesau, Daniel Sutcliffe, and others.
Molenbeek.
Gain of 3 on 1st and 10.
Christine.
And the Saints will take that. The clock is your friend right now. Let it run.
Right. Absolutely right. Oh, who was the former Saint football player who coached in Maquoketa Valley for many years?
I
don't
know.
I don't know that.
I don't know that either.
It's a good trivia question.
It is a good trivia question. There's some pointing from the officials and some yelling. Things are getting, I don't know, maybe we're getting under control. I think that's what's happening. We're getting everything under control here. Before it gets out of control, perhaps.
This one's a handoff to Klein. That's more yardage than he probably should have.
For sure. I think he might have got almost 3 out of that. Didn't look like much, but it's going to make it 3rd. And a long 5.
No pass. No. No.
Saints need the 20-yard line here. Is that right?
Sounds about right. You would think? No. Yeah, 20. So.
3rd down and.
Schatz has been reliable this game.
He has. Seth Schatz told me he was going to have himself a night when he was eating my cheeseburgers tonight, and he has done that.
I think you see a play-action pass.
I think he's going to add to it right here. It feels like it, doesn't it?
Nope. Schweisaw will take it.
He keeps. Rolls ahead near a 1st down.
We'll go for it.
And according to smartest guy you know, that puts him up over the century mark on rushing yards for Schweisaw.
Wow. Schweisaw has over 100 tonight, had less than 300 on the season coming into tonight.
Got 17 yards a carry.
That works.
17.16 repeating, to be exact. Thanks to Joel's excellent spreadsheet work, putting in the formulas.
So we talked a lot about how the offensive line doesn't want to be talked about, right, Joe? And so
Kurt Felt, is that your answer for the coach? Sorry, Eric.
No, that's all right. We talk about how Schweisaw's got 100 yards, and there's been some excellent blocking to make that happen.
Nothing doing there for Klein.
Nope. Credit to this Maquoketa Valley team. No quit in them. They are continuing to play hard here. Down 25 with 1:19 to go in the 3rd quarter. Drew Carlson in there for the Saints, number 22. He comes off as Brum runs the play in. And now Schatz runs the play. And Brum is just in for Carlson. 2nd and 9. And again, the Saints are happy to let that clock run, keep the ball on the ground, and they aren't snapping that ball till we get to 6 or 7 seconds on the play clock every time here. Get it down to 5 that time.
Shotgun handoff to Clevenger. Good for him,
2?
2. That's maybe 2.
3rd down. 3rd and 7.
Yep. Got his body length.
4 down territory here, right? Especially when you're trying to run the clock. They do have to snap it here. There's a 1 second differential, so the Saints will have to snap it here in this 3rd quarter. Touchdown here, you can kind of call off the dogs, right? Salt this thing away. I know they can score fast, but if you can get yourself a 30-plus point lead going into the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
Well, I like to believe so, and if you know Ted Lasso, you always believe anyway, right? And as Maquoketa Valley is they know these guys can score fast, and mathematically it seems impossible, but
penalty.
It's possible.
Great coverage by Doherty. The second half has been all Doherty. He has the touchdown reception, and there he just saves a touchdown reception. Brum was going to house that one for 6. Instead, it's incomplete. It'll be 4th and 7 when we come back. The Saints head into the 4th quarter with a 38-13 lead.
All right.
Slam and Sammy, thank you for joining us for the 3rd quarter. As always, hey, you know what? This is the last one this year. This is our last home game that we get to stream.
I'm so sad.
Me too.
Tear
But
me
you
up,
know
man.
what? The way things are going, let's keep this thing rolling. Maybe we'll get to see you in the Dome next week. What do you say?
Are we going to be streaming?
We don't get to stream.
We don't
but-
get to stream.
but
Audio?
I bet you'll be there.
I'll be there.
We haven't decided. We have some. Well, first we got to win, right? We got to finish
Let's
this
go
one
finish
out.
this one.
All right.
And then we're going to figure out what we're going to do. But thanks for joining us, pal.
Yep.
Been a good season broadcasting with you. Appreciate you being here.
We'll see you in basketball.
Can't
Over
wait.
and out, Slam and Sammy P.
Adios.
See you, bud. West Hancock scores again. They lead 37-8 over Woodbury Central. There's your update there.
Wow. 37-8.
37-8.
That's substantial.
Tri-Center has extended their lead in the third quarter at the end of 3. Tri-Center 33, ACGC 20.
So I don't think anyone expected that.
Nope, the number 2 team on the verge of going down just a quarter to go. They trail by 13. Lisbon, the number 4 team in Class A, was trailing at the half. They did get the ball to start the second half. Let's see if we can't get an update for you there. They are playing Madrid. So Lisbon and Madrid in the third quarter. Madrid up 20-7 now. So the number 4 team looks to be headed the wrong direction as well. That pass is incomplete, broken up there, so the Saints turn it over on downs. It'll be Maquoketa Valley football here. Let's see who their quarterback is. Do they have Wall in there? They do. He's been banged up. He missed a series, but he was out there in the last series and is back out there again on this one. Maquoketa Valley, to state the obvious, thanks, Captain Obvious, needs points here.
I see more Kurt Felt guesses out there.
Okay.
I don't know the answer to this one.
Little reverse end around. Nice tackle there. Maybe, perhaps, even a touchdown-saving tackle by Mullenback on Stone. But a good gain on first down.
Might legitimately be a shoestring tackle. That was.
And he had more room to run after that.
A lot of room to run.
Fast.
Yeah, and elusive.
Especially for a guy wearing number 40. You don't think a guy's wearing 40 as fast, but he is.
Hey, Chris Meitner, thanks for checking in. Will we be streaming Saints Wrestling this year? Well, you know what? It does take a village to make this thing work, and we are looking for trustworthy adults to call some of those wrestling meets. We can get them the tools they need to do the job, but right now I don't have anybody lined up. So we would potentially do the home meets, but if we want to see traveling meets, thanks for mentioning that.
If you want to help us.
You want to help us. We got the equipment thanks to the great donations from the donors out there. We very much would love to stream every single meet. We really today only have the ability, the bandwidth, so to speak, to do our home meets. Even that's a little bit of a stretch because we really need the parents to step up and say, hey, I'm going anyway. I'll run that thing.
If you're a wrestling fan, a wrestling parent, and you want to help us out, please let one of us know. Dylan Brum with a great defensive play. That was going to be a long completion. Dylan Brum knocks it away in Dylan Brum game. Pass complete in Torf. Gain of 10. Give him 12. Make it a first down.
Justin Decker, thanks for chiming in. Son played for Wapsie. Obviously,
Kanan Decker, I'm going to guess. Yeah, they played very well, too. Special back there for Wapsie Valley. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I think that game might have been played around too early.
I think so, too. That Wapsie team was really good. I think it was certainly one of the best teams we've played this year, and they gave us a run for our money at Wapsie last week.
Did you see Chase Haugen blow that play up?
Sure did.
We got the replay here, just untouched here through the middle. Just doesn't give Wall a second. Watch this.
Maybe.
Where's he at? Right there. Just absolutely whips his guy and in on the quarterback, forces him to throw it way early, looking for height, who was open over there and room to run on that side. That play goes for 30 yards. If Haugen's not there. The forgotten man, Chase Haugen. That guy, I tell you what,
man.
there's a penalty on the play, pre-snap penalty. Let's talk a little bit about Chase Haugen. This young man, right, been in this program a long time. He's a senior, right? He didn't play a lot in the last couple of years, did his job, showed up, right, worked out when he was supposed to, learned the plays, learned the playbook, started the year not in the starting lineup, wasn't out there early in this season, didn't get frustrated, didn't quit, didn't give up, right? Kept his nose down, played hard, earned himself an opportunity, made the most of it, and now these last 5 weeks, he's in the backfield on every other play, just wreaking havoc on the other team's quarterback. Man, that's just an awesome story to me. Chase Haugen, he's done it the right way, and it's so much fun to see kids like that succeed, and a good kid all the way around, too. And not my son or anything like that, for those of you who don't know. I'm just,
The Forgotten Man.
Yeah, the Forgotten Man. That's his new nickname. There he is again, him and He-Man in the backfield. Forced the bad pass, incomplete, 3rd and 15.
And the Saints defense, when they're putting pressure on the quarterback of this Wapsie Valley team, that's when great things, I'll say, for the Saints, right? We're talking about for the Saints. That's when great things are happening. It's that pressure. It's that need to make a quick decision, a quick throw. Maybe I don't get to step into it the way I'd like to. And it's nothing against the quarterback for making those throws. The 2 picks that Dylan Brum has, it's the Saints defense that's causing that.
Just smothering, yep.
And when it doesn't happen, we see Wapsie Valley make some really, really great plays. We've seen some here tonight. We know
Corbin Michaels with a Corbin Michaels textbook tackle, completed pass, but no gain, 4th and 15. We talked about that we might see a little more pressure in the second half. You could say that.
We're seeing some pressure. Yeah, we are seeing some pressure.
We're in the backfield on every single snap here, trying to apply as much pressure as possible. Maquoketa Valley's got to go for it here. 10 minutes left in this one. I know they're at the 40-yard line, but I'm sure anyway we will see them go here. Just 15 seconds on the play clock as they break the huddle here.
Tri-Center beating ACGC 41-20 in the 4th quarter, according to Night Owl Carson Sparrow.
Thank you, Night Owl. Keep it going out there if you would. Run, height, middle, first down. Good run there. Great deception.
That's a really good run. And he is
inside the 10 where he's tackled by Mullenback. Inside the 15, tackled at the 12. Great play call there, and just you could see how special that kid is, why he's got 1,500 yards rushing on the season.
And Mullenback, great play on that one. Obviously had an angle that I didn't believe he had. I thought he was going all the way to the end zone on that one. Great job. Holy moly to make the tackle on that one.
So Maquoketa Valley stays alive here. Under 9.5 to go. They have it first down at the Saints 13. Wall. Trying to find a receiver. He does, but thrown behind him. That was Intorf. Thrown behind him, incomplete. Well defended there. I think that was Shots in on the coverage, perhaps, number 9. 2nd and 10.
While waiting for the play to come in. You said it, Joe. These guys are not giving up, right? They're doing everything they can. Let's put every score on the board that we possibly can here.
Yep, exactly. Madrid scores again, makes it 27-7. So Madrid is going to make their way to the Dome, knocking off number 4, Lisbon. Unranked Madrid. That ball was nearly intercepted by Connor Mullenback. Instead, it's knocked away, intended for Holtz. So and obviously, as the 9 minutes tick away here in this one, the Saints with the 25-point lead. We'll talk about what next week might look like and what those potential matchups are. If we kind of pencil in West Hancock, they have a huge lead. They would be the number 1 seed. Madrid, who is unranked, they're not going to knock off number 4, so they become the number 4, it looks like, anyway. If things continue to go the way that they're going. The Saints would assume the 2 seed, as ACGC appears to be going to go down. So if games finish the way they are right now, let's just say it that way.
Let's say it like that.
Okay?
Let's assume we know what's happening. We don't really know. But
we're going to assume so. So West Hancock would be the 1, Saints would be the 2, Tri-Center would be the 3, and Madrid the 4. So your matchups look like this if the scores hold as they are now. West Hancock plays Madrid in semifinal number 1, and the St. Ansgar Saints would play Tri-Center Neola in semifinal number 2. So just as we take a break here for you Saints fans, we'll try to into the end of the 4th quarter here. We'll get you some stats and some facts and some figures about Tri-Center as we kind of set that one up. For now, it is 3rd and 10, under 9 minutes to go. Maquoketa Valley needs a touchdown here to try to claw their way back into this one. Well, all kinds of time until he's pressured by none other than Chase Haugen.
Of course. You saw Chase just blow past the defense and just goes for the quarterback there. I'm not sure you can see it from this angle or not, but he just blew it up.
Because that burst of speed, impressive. Makes it 4th and 10. Wall and the Wildcats will go for it here.
That playoff game, I believe, is Thursday.
Thursday. That game would be Thursday next week. Bunch here going to pitch it to Knipper. Good job by the Saints of staying home, led by Corbin Michaels and Joe Clevenger. They get the stop. Turnover on downs. Saints football.
Now, in different circumstances, I like that play design. There's a good play design there. Saints obviously in a hyper protection mode there. Not going to let them score. Not going to let them get the first down, but
they can kind of feel that one.
You kind of feel that one. You kind of feel we're going to try something a little different. Hey, by the way, my text is kind of blowing up here on that Milk House announcement. You know, I don't think we have credits at the end of that. Duke Scoop actually created that video for Milk House. So thank you, Duke, for your work in the Candle Genius announcement that we saw at halftime. If you missed it, go back at the beginning of halftime. Big announcement by Milk House Candles. Oof. That's a big hit. We don't need any big hits here.
Yeah, exactly. Stay healthy now. Schwiesau takes a big hit. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
And again, my eyes and my brain, nothing about me is adjusting well. That looked like a 6-yard loss, but because our offensive line is moving, you know, our quarterback is not in the position that their quarterback is. I'm just having a hard time transitioning between these two quarterbacks. Hard for me to believe. Joe, did you say that was a gain of 1? I'm looking at the sticks and saying, I guess I got to believe you, but it sure didn't look like it.
No, you are right.
It looked like a loss of 6.
Under center is Schwiesau. Fakes the throw, but he hands it off. Good gain there on 2nd and long. Tyson Klein, the ball carrier, makes it 3rd and 3.
Joe, you mentioned earlier how there's no quit in this Maquoketa Valley team, and the reality is, like, the Saints right now, they've got to use this clock up, right? I mean, they have a healthy lead. Everything is favorable for the Saints, but you just can't let guys get injured at this point.
Yeah.
And the Wildcats, of course, they came to play. They're going to keep playing it out. So, you know, what is that safe play call where your starters are obviously still in this game that you want to make sure that everyone's healthy for next week?
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of this. You're going to run the option there, get somebody outside, get the first down. That is Mullenbeck with the first down. I think that's what we're going to see. We're going to keep the ball on the ground. We're not going to put anybody at risk or the ball at risk in any way, shape, or form. So I think we'll see a lot of drop back, hand it off on 1st down, 2nd down, and then do something creative on 3rd down to try to get the first down. If you don't, you got a 25-point lead, punt it away. Clock runs under 7 minutes to go here in this one. As we start to look ahead here to next week, we talked about that the Saints will be in the semifinals if they can hang on here on Thursday. So that game's on Thursday. So those Saints fans out there around the state, get yourself to Cedar Falls next Thursday if you can. As predicted, run play there on 1st down, gain 3. Clevenger is the ball carrier.
Our viewership has declined a little since the first half. I have an idea of why that might be happening. Thank you, the Maquoketa Valley fans who are Maquoketa. I keep adding an extra syllable. I'm sorry about that. The Maquoketa Valley fans who are out there still watching. Appreciate you chiming in. Appreciate your support of your team.
Yep. And congratulations on a great season to Maquoketa Valley too. They obviously had under the radar early and have played really well down the stretch here. The Saints just too much tonight. But again, credit to these guys. They haven't given up. There's still a lot of fight there.
Oh yeah.
No gain on the play. Give them a yard. Make it 3rd and 5.
Helping our players up. I always like to see that.
Who carried that there? I'm not even sure. Clevenger with the carry. Thank you.
He was the last guy off the ground. But I'm with you. I did not see who carried the ball.
A mass of humanity in the middle.
Super grateful Joel Carlson joined us in the booth tonight to give us these stats so we can keep them coming here on the live stream. A lot of great comments tonight. Joel, I know you don't have your headset on, but I think you can hear me.
Done a great job, yeah.
Appreciate your work.
Pass, Suisao. Complete.
Chase Haugen.
The forgotten man.
The forgotten man.
Chase Haugen. Touchdown, Saints.
Chase Haugen.
So Chase takes a big hit at the end of that one. So much for calling a safe ground attack.
I love it. I love it. What do I know?
Now indeed forever the forgotten man. Apparently Maquoketa Valley didn't. They
forgot about him also.
And there he goes.
44-13 Saints.
No one was catching him.
That was fun. Great job there. Good pass.
Just got a foot past the pylon.
Yep. He was in. I called it. They had to give it to him.
That was
I mean, they didn't have to.
one.
They embarrassed the announcer guy when they don't give it to him on that. But, so I'm glad they did.
If you're wondering who's talking, yeah, that is not Joe Carlson talking. That is Pancho.
Pancho on the mic.
Pancho is on the mic.
Thanks.
Oh, boy.
Thanks for joining us, Pancho.
Extra point is up. And no good.
No.
Wide right. Extra point fails, but it is 44-13 after a long touchdown pass. Suisao to the forgotten man, Chase Haugen. How many yards was that one, statistician? A 74-yard touchdown reception for Chase Haugen. Suisao has how many yards passing here tonight? 184 for Suisao through the air.
184 through the air for Jason.
Only need 26
So a
more
couple things here
to get
as you
200.
look ahead, and I know it's dangerous. There's 5 minutes left to go in this game, but for those of you hanging with us, you Saints fans out there, the Saints will very likely, as long as all these games hold, and most games are at least 2 touchdown differentials now, they will play the Tri-Center Trojans. The Tri-Center Trojans led by sophomore quarterback A.J. Harder. Listen to this, guys. 148 completions, 2,200 yards passing for Tri-Center. This would be what you call a passing team.
Yes, indeed.
But wait, there's more. Senior running back Carter Kunze, 247 carries, 1,800 yards. Well, wait a minute. So they're a running team, right? No, sir. Wow. They are what we call balanced. So a dangerous team in Tri-Center that is likely the Saints' opponent next week down in the Dome. 4,000 yards of offense out of 2 guys. 2,200 yards passing and 1,800 yards running.
Down to the 5-yard line.
This is Stone, who's showed off a little speed here tonight and a little shiftiness. Somehow he cuts through 4 Saints defenders and is brought down near the 25-yard line. Give him the 24.
So Tri-Center's record is not perfect.
The Tri-Center is 9-1 on the season. They lost an early season game here. Let me get it to you. They lost to AHSTW in the first week of the season. So they lost to a Class 1A team early in the season, and obviously week 1. So, that's what we see a lot in these Class A teams, and just like we do, you end up playing neighboring teams that are 2A or 1A schools in your non-district opponents, and oftentimes those are bigger schools, right? And that class thing makes a difference, so there's a reason they have them.
Yep.
So that's their only loss of the season is to a Class 1A Vikings team from AHST. They finished 6-3 on the season. Does AHSTW. I think it's Avoca, by the way, if you're wondering where that is. I think it's Avoca.
Well, that's
I don't have any idea what the HSTW means, but gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Sheila Adams, thanks for chiming in. You're welcome. Thanks for watching.
Wall looking deep. Has a man. That's Doherty.
And
Caught.
he catches it.
He sure does. I thought Schatz was going to take it away from him.
You said Schatz was going to have a night. I thought he was going to get one right there.
Did too. Instead, Doherty makes the catch in a big gain. Give him 35 yards.
Clock stops temporarily while they set the chains, and they'll restart just over 4 minutes. Well, now we're down less than 4 minutes.
Under 4 minutes to go. No quit in this Wildcat team.
Pass.
Complete in Torf.
Great pass.
Gain of 13 on the play. Another first down. So this Maquoketa Valley team is going to lose Nathan Bites, the senior center and defensive tackle, kind of the heart of their team. They're gonna lose him, but almost everybody else is back.
Wow.
For this Maquoketa Valley team next year, so they will be good again, especially with this quarterback
Runs it out.
and this running back.
And Corbin might run him down.
He
Corbin
does.
grabs him.
Inside the 11, I'm going to mark him out of bounds just shy of the 10. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
You congratulated these guys for a good season earlier, but wow, I mean, congratulations. It sounds like next season's looking even brighter.
Yep, exactly. They will be back. Obviously, they've got to replace a couple of linemen there, but they will be back in strong form here, this Maquoketa Valley team.
Kicks it out.
That is a backwards pass, at least I thought it was. But it goes out of bounds. No harm, no foul. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. The Wildcats can get a first down, like inside the 1.
Yvette Warmley, no, we will not be able to feed it, but we have some ideas. So stay tuned. Watch the Facebook page. We're going to figure some things out.
Yeah, we're going to try to bring you as much coverage as we can. Is that fair?
You know what? Let's go with that. We will bring as much coverage as the Iowa High School Athletic Association allows us. We are not allowed to stream it, but there may be some things that we can do. So we'll be working at it as soon as this game is over.
Hands it off, and Clevenger tackles him.
Klein and Clevenger in on the tackle of Height. 3rd and 6 from the 7.
I'm amazed, Poncho. You can't even see the game from where you're sitting.
Poncho,
yet you know what's
he's
going
doing
on.
it by feel. And he's doing a good job.
He's doing a great job.
Thank you, guys.
So this Saints team becomes the 7th team in school history to make it to that semifinal round of the football playoffs. Congratulations to the Saints.
QB keeps on running, and I think that is Hansen. Gets him down.
We also need to hand it to these Wildcats. These Saints have been doing a great job of finding turnovers. Now, granted, there's 2 picks tonight, but there's been no fumbles. And I know these Saints have really been they've been causing a lot of fumbles the last 2 games.
Heeman hurt on the play.
Yeah.
He didn't need to see that.
Looks like a knee.
He's trying to walk it off. The turnover thing has been huge in the playoffs for the Saints. They win the turnover battle in each of those games. Last week, I think it's the difference in the game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And this game probably looks a whole lot different without those 2 interceptions. This game's much closer without those 2 picks.
Throws it, and Seth tips it with his hand.
Yeah, knocked it away. Was that Shotzi there? It sure was. Seth Shots. Turnover on downs. I think that is the 4th time that Wapsie Valley has turned it over inside the 20. Third time for sure. The 1 interception.
We'll go with
Maquoketa Valley. Sorry, I said Wapsie.
Well,
there's too many valleys.
We were talking about them. Played a great.
We had to turn them away twice. I think that's the 3rd one at least. Difference in this football game, the Saints are going to salt this one away, leading 44-13. Congratulations to your St. Ansgar Saints, headed to the Dome.
They will run it.
Schwiesau, handoff. Is that Klein? Question mark? It is Klein. So the Saints will have to run 3 more plays here. They
run down the clock and then kneel a couple times, and then the game will be over.
Be very close to kneel territory here. You are correct, sir. What a fun season this has been here on Saints TV. Thanks for joining us. Obviously, our last official stream, since we can't stream at State. We will bring you as much content as we can next week. We have some ideas, so stay tuned for that. But thanks for coming along for the ride. Thanks to this Saints coaching staff and players for playing along with us all year long here on Saints TV. We've had a ton of fun with it, watching this group, and we're not done yet. Work to do here yet for the Saints.
Climbed.
Let's play, far into November. That's kind of fun when you can do that.
Oh my goodness, is it ever when we're trying to stream basketball around the same time the football stuff going like that? That's a pretty fun challenge for us.
That's a fun challenge. We will take it. So the Saints here will have it 3rd and 2. There's about a 14-second differential between the play clock and the game clock.
So to recap, it's been a great season, Joe. Love broadcasting with you. Football's so much fun. Duke Scoop, of course.
And the Saints will kneel and win the game against Maquoketa Valley.
We got it.
44-13.
Good call, Pancho.
This is your final year. Saints win. You're saying Duke.
These Saints are they're dome bound, and it's so the season is so short, and yet we start in absolute just 100-degree heat up here, right? And it's a beautiful night for football. Don't get me wrong, but this game typically it's freezing. But football is such a great sport. I love broadcasting with you, Joe. We got Duke Scoop doing all of the magical and the graphics. We get so many compliments on the stream, and honestly, it takes all of us, right? We set this thing up, and Joe, you bring your piece, and Duke brings his piece, and then we get these volunteer students come in, and Coach Devin Sweesaw's got a group of kids at the school to help out. It takes all of us, and our goal is always to bring this stream totally free to watch. Obviously, we've got a lot of great butter donations here to help, because it's not free to run it, and 100% of the proceeds that come through the Give Butter and the sponsors, as you see on here, it all makes this thing work, and without the generosity of those around us, this couldn't possibly happen. So thank you, everybody, for your donations to make this possible. We're so proud to be able to do this. So proud of our Saints. We're going to do what we can to bring you this, or what we can, next Thursday. Our girls made it to the state tournament, to the quarterfinal round. Congratulations to the St. Girls. Congratulations to Lila Powers on her 52nd place finish at the state cross-country race. And
what a fall it's been here in St. Ansgar.
It's been awesome.
Congratulations to the Saints volleyball team. An awesome run. Again, back-to-back state appearances for the Saints volleyball team. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Maquoketa Valley. They're going to get their trophy here in a presentation here at midfield.
Get the microphone out there so maybe we can hear the presentation here for those fans that are watching.
St. Ansgar High School will make a presentation to the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats. First off, congratulations to the St. Ansgar Saints as you advance to the semifinal round of the Iowa High School Athletic Association playoffs next Thursday. Game time will be either 10 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Now, we'd like to honor the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats for an outstanding season. The medals and trophies you are receiving are in recognition of a great season. Congratulations to Coach Andrew Christensen and the Wildcats for making it to the playoffs.
Congratulations, Wildcats of Maquoketa Valley finished the season 9-2, and a great run for them. The finality of this whole thing, right? This isn't like a lot of other sports where, if you're a senior, you're probably not putting that uniform on again, right? There's not a lot of these guys that are going to play at the next level. You don't just dress up in football gear and go play on a Sunday afternoon like you can basketball, right, or baseball. So it hits these kids hard. You can see the emotion. I feel for them. It's one of those. It's one of the hardest things I think about this game. Is the kind of when it's over, and it's over early for a lot of these kids that put a ton of work and time and effort and energy into building themselves into football players, and to have it end no matter when it ends hurts. And when you see that, on one hand, like I said, you feel a little bad, like, man, I hate that it hurts like that. On the other hand, you know what that means? The care means they poured a ton of effort, energy into making themselves into what they are, and it'll feel a lot better in 6 months, in 3 or 4 years, or 5 years to look back and remember this one and think, remember that great season we had, and it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but you know what? Only one team goes home happy in this entire ordeal. One team will be happy. Everybody else goes home, wishing they'd have won one more football game. So. Heads up, and congratulations to the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats. Like I said, hard-fought game and a great season from them.
Yeah, and that's a really, really, in this moment, of course, it's a tough feeling for them. So much to be proud of for them in their season. They lose the first game of the season, and they come out and they play lights out. What do we say?
The rest
0
of the way.
points allowed the next 5 games.
Yeah.
Of course, they come into St. Ansgar and they play a tough game against a really tough team. And going home for the season here. Obviously, basketball season looms for all these teams. Yep. So we're bound to see these teams again. Yep. Next season, Saints advance. Maquoketa Valley, a great job on a great season. Thanks for joining us here tonight, Maquoketa Valley.
I've got some stats here from your Saints perspective. Right, they kind of avenge what happened on this field a year ago tonight.
Yep.
Right, in this round, heavily favored, get beat at home by East Buchanan. That left a real bad taste in the mouth of a lot of gentlemen out there on that field tonight, and they weren't letting that happen tonight. That wasn't happening again. They come out with a 31-point victory here over Maquoketa Valley. Congratulations, Saints. Led by senior quarterback Jay Sweesow, 7 of 10, 184 yards on the night. The Saints had 249 yards on the ground, led by senior quarterback Jay Sweesow with 102 yards on the ground. So Sweesow had 286 yards tonight by our count. Unofficially, we'll get some official numbers to you this week. All-purpose yards. We had a kick return touchdown by Connor Mullenbeck. We had the Chase Haugen Forgotten Man 74-yard touchdown. Tyson Klein had 61 yards. Joe Clevenger had 18. Corbin Michaels played just 3 snaps on offense and went out with an injury, replaced by Connor Mullenbeck, who had 7 carries for 60 yards and a touchdown. None bigger than that 39-yard touchdown scamper early in the first quarter. Dylan Brum, 2 interceptions. I could go on and on and on and on, but what a great night for the Saints. They advance, the 7th team in school history to make it to that semifinal round. Can't wait to go watch that one on Thursday at the Dome.
Bummer for the kids. I don't think they'll have school that
I think they're going to have to skip it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. I know how much education means to the young man up here in the booth who's grinning back there.
There's a big Poncho smile behind us in his Sweet Saints TV
Poncho's
t-shirt.
like, what do you mean we don't have to go to school?
Poncho, how do you feel about the school thing? Is it
good? It's good.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah,
good.
it's okay.
You'll take it. You'll take it. Hey, you know what? We didn't. We're talking about the cheers to all the teams. The cheerleader. The cheerleader squad and their stunt performance. What is it exactly called? I apologize, ladies. Third place last weekend. Yeah. Great job to you ladies at the state competition as well. We talked a little bit about to the cheerleaders during one of the recent pep rallies about being a leader means putting attention on everyone else, right?
Yep.
And you often get lost in that. A little bit like the Forgotten Man, but obviously they're accomplishing great things and in a very, very much a leadership role. Congratulations, cheerleading squad, for your great performance at state.
Yeah, well, we talked about what an amazing fall it's been here at St. Ansgar. You add that one to the list. Cross country, volleyball, cheerleading, football still alive. Here we go. What a fun deal. Here are your 4 teams that will play next Thursday. Games are at 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. I don't know that we know yet who's going to get assigned to what. It seems like your Saints always get that early game. They might not this year because Tri-Center Neola is like half 1,000 miles from here, from Cedar Falls. So I would guess they're not going to make them be in Cedar Falls at 10 a.m., but, I've seen stranger things, so who knows. But they will. Tri-Center Neola versus St. Ansgar. That is, so the Saints are the three ranked team, but essentially will be the 2 seed now because the 2 seed's gone. The number 2 ranked team, the ACGC, lost tonight.
Yep.
So it will be West Hancock the 1. Madrid is the 4. They were unranked coming into tonight. Tri-Center Neola is the 3, and the Saints are the 2.
So that just means we get to wear reds.
We get to wear reds because we will be the home team, correct?
Yep.
So,
and then if West Hancock wins, we'll have to wear white if we play them and we play them.
Yep.
Assuming the Saints win, and then if we wear reds again, if Madrid won and we won.
So we said it in week 3 that this could be headed to a West Hancock St. Ansgar rematch in the finals.
And that's where it would happen.
And that's the only way we can play West Hancock is in the finals. We thought that might be the case. That is going to be the case. Obviously, both teams have to do their job here in the next round before we talk about that. And we already told you what Tri-Center Neola does. 4,000 yards between 2 guys, their quarterback and their their bell cow running back. So obviously a tough challenge for both teams. Everybody's good at this point.
Right.
The 4 best
Madrid's
teams
got
are left.
some dudes too.
They sure do.
And those yards, they spell trouble when you're on turf.
Yeah.
Because everything's faster on turf, right? So
you
I'm looking at these teams up here. What's the best division in football this year? Or district? What's the best district in football? You got one district here that has two teams in the Final Four.
Exactly right. I don't think there's any doubt at this point going into the semis. This might change next Thursday at 3:00 in the afternoon. I might change my mind, but at this point, I mean, it's the St. Ansgar West Hancock district. At least at the top is the best district in the state. When 2 of the 4 teams, or two of those teams, 2 of the last 4
2 top seeded even
are and the 1 and the 2 are into the semifinal round. Congratulations, Saints. What a great season this has been, and it has been a ton of fun. Thanks for letting us come along for the ride. We talk a lot about all the thanks that are required here, but thanks to the players that make this thing happen, right? And whether it's volleyball or cheerleading or cross country, in small town Iowa, you take all of us with you on these adventures, right? This is our brand in St. Ansgar is our school.
You got it.
And our identity is the Saints. And for these kids who probably don't realize it at this point in time as being 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, don't understand probably what they provide for everybody else. They'll get it in 5 years and in 10 years when they're watching the next generation of Saints out there do that kind of thing. But, man, just a hats off to them for putting themselves out there and putting the effort in. These kids get up week after week, day after day, year after year at 5:30 in the morning. I'm a 45-year-old man. I don't get up at 5:30 in the morning for almost anything. Maybe to go hunt deer every once in a while. But they get up every single day, all summer long, give up a ton of their time for nights like tonight. It pays off. Saints are headed to the semifinals.
I have a kid spending his first year in college, a kid who was a year ago at that game where we all left brokenhearted, having been beaten on our own field. Actually got a compliment from his strength coach at college saying how good his work ethic is. As a parent, I don't take credit for that. That's a credit to the coaches here in St. Ansgar, to it's just the culture here in St. Ansgar where everyone expects everyone else. And if you don't make it to work out at 5:30 in the morning, your friends are on your butts about that. And in the summer, it's every morning in the summer. They're either lifting weights or they're running. And it is incredible. What these kids do. And this is what happens. This is what you get from it, right? You get great volleyball teams, you get great football teams, and you get guys who are out here playing for each other. So great job, Saints.
Yeah.
Super, super proud.
Coach Clevenger has a saying that he says religiously to these kids, and kind of, I just love it, and I think it's very applicable to tonight and everything that we've seen. You get what you earn. And the Saints got what they earned tonight. Saints win big. And we'll head to the semifinals in Cedar Falls next week.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We will see you somehow,
Do you want
some way.
to talk quickly about what that some way? How will our Saints TV friends and followers find out? We're got to be vague about this because honestly, we don't know, right?
Yeah,
Can we
really
just be
don't.
honest? And we don't know what we can do next week. But
You know what? I love the support of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. Let me say that up front. So we're going to engage with them. Obviously, they're very, very busy down there. A really, I don't want to say short staff, right? But they don't have a lot of staff.
Right.
They're doing a lot of things down
the
there.
lean staff.
They're
How
very
about that?
lean staff. So with the playoffs, I'll say there's a lot less teams in there, but there's probably a lot of work to be done here to get these teams organized and get to the dome and things like that. So I'm not going to assume that they have a lot of time to chat with us.
Right.
But we'll be spending some time this weekend reading through the rules. Like, what are we allowed to do? How do we get our media down there? We know that we're not allowed to live stream the game. It will be streamed. I don't know if it will cost you to watch it or if it will be free. That'll come out here this week. But certainly on our Facebook page, Saints TV. What is our handle? But anyway, Saints TV on Facebook.
Yep.
SaintsTV.com really is where you're going to find everything now. We got the SaintsTV.com website locked in. Again, that jersey is going to go out to the highest butter giver between now and Wednesday. So get to SaintsTV.com.
Better be a better butter giver to get a jersey.
You're going to want this one to Dome-bound 2014. You'll have all the senior signatures on it. That's pretty cool.
Could be championship signatures all over that thing. There's a chance at this point, so make sure you do that. But, yeah, keep an eye on SaintsTV.com. Keep an eye on our Facebook page. We're going to be giving you the news we can, but we're going to do everything that we can to get some sort of coverage from that dome.
Yeah, we honestly don't know what it looks like. We're not trying to be cute. We just don't know.
Yeah.
But we know we want to do as much as we can here. There will be a stream you can watch, the state-sponsored one. We're going to see if we can supplement that in some way with Saints coverage. How about that? That fair?
That's fair to me. Duke,
you're
how
the
do you feel
man
about
back
it?
there. I'm just so impressed with all the stuff that.
Oh, stop!
No, I'm serious. Hats off to you. People ask me. I get the benefit of traveling around for work and seeing people all over North Iowa, and they're like, how do you do that? And I'm like, I have no idea. I am here to look pretty. I don't know anything beyond that. So hats off to you, because we get a ton of compliments on how this stream looks, and that's a credit to the work that you do behind the scenes there in the production truck.
Oh, well, we got to give a shout out to the kids too, because we got Poncho in here and Hammer Time running the replay machines. I used to try to do it on myself. I could barely keep up. You go watch some of our streams from earlier this year. You know, there's glitches and bumps in the road, but and there was a couple tonight too, I'm sure, where I didn't get to the right camera switch in time. That's all my fault. These kids are rock solid. They're better at this kind of stuff than I am, and certainly better than you are, Joe.
No doubt, no doubt.
And then our Cruz, little Cruzy and a sideline Gritty running the cameras. You know, we had Jaguar Durango helping us earlier this year. It's just been a great crew. Oh, the smartest guy you know was in the booth tonight.
Joe Carlson helping.
We should have been doing that
stats.
earlier this season. Where have you been all season?
Joel's got a new job on Friday nights.
Absolutely. But yeah, it's been a whole crew here, team effort, and I don't think any one of us can take credit for how great this has all come together, and especially for how great this team has been playing. Thanks to the coaches too for keeping these kids prepared and ready to have a fun season like this. So. That's what I got to say.
Beautiful.
We got some family pictures going on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. Last time on this field for senior Tyson Klein with Coach Dad, Eric Klein there by his side. Kind of a special thing, right? And again, this is a small town Iowa thing where sons and dads get to be on the field together. I get to do it last baseball season, as a dad coach, and I tell you what, it's pretty special and a pretty cool deal to get to do that. And Tyson Klein has had himself a season.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
Oh boy,
yeah, and he's not done yet. Go get him on that turf inside next week, and let's go,
fellas. What do you say we tear down this equipment and go celebrate?
Let's do it.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Candle Genius, not your average Joe, Duke Scoop, and the smartest man alive, Joe Carlson, signing out.
Until next time, everybody, good night.